Hello. Y'all know what time it is. It's Monday in YouTube time. Welcome. I'm so glad to be here. Let's hang out for a bit and have a panel. Come on up, click the link, join the conversation. We got our friend Spruce in the background. Hello, sir.
Hello.
The disembodied voice that lingers around and helps me co-host when I need him.
Right here. What's
You
the
okay
vibe? You want me quiet?
today? Huh?
Yeah. I'm here.
You here?
I'm
You
good,
there?
man.
I'm
Yeah.
here too.
I'm
I'm
here.
good too. You here?
I'm okay. Yeah.
All right. Yep.
I'm right here.
Me too. Okay. What are we doing? What's going on in the? You know what? What's going on in the world, real quick, and then let's do a conversation prompt.
Sure. Checking right now. Here's a quick one. Spain just won the World Cup in extra time over Argentina. In Ukraine, heavy overnight drone attacks continue. And in the UK, a new prime minister is naming a fresh cabinet. That's the quick rundown. As far
Fresh,
as
huh?
prompt, yeah, very fresh. As far as prompt, what's something that used to feel ordinary to you, but now feels kind of remarkable, and what changed?
I'm stumped. Let me think about it. Used to feel ordinary, and now it doesn't. It feels what?
Remarkable,
Like something ordinary that just took on some kind of new life recently.
Yeah,
I don't know. The
exactly.
older you get, it's almost the opposite process. Things that used to feel remarkable kind of wear off. The magic fades.
Totally fair.
So,
The
what's
shine
something
wears
that
off.
got like re-enchanted or revived?
It could be anything: a person, a habit, a place, or something small like morning coffee. Doesn't have to be profound.
You know what? We'll come back to this one.
Sure we will. Hello. How you doing, Jeff?
What up?
All right. How are you?
How you be? Did you hear that y'all are getting a fresh new cabinet?
Oh my God! Of course I know, Jeff.
And
Without a vote again, hey? I mean, how goes that? Like you say, if we don't like it, we don't get a vote. We didn't get a vote this time. Neither did the
you
party.
don't elect your
I know.
cabinet is who serves the prime minister, right? That's not the same as parliament.
Parliamentary thing. Hey, you're very low. Am I?
You look normal again today, like your usual self. The hair.
Right. Yeah, because I pulled it out.
Oh, it looks
Sometimes,
good.
Got to do
That
it.
looks good. Kind of like a scorpion.
Yeah.
Put a little stinger on the end.
Yeah, I could put like something tied. Where...
I love it. Weapon.
So they used to do, like you have a little weight there, don't you? Sling it up with your head. Yeah, you know how to catch it. Yeah, ninja style.
Ninja hair, ninja ponytail.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna do.
How was your weekend? What's going on?
I only saw you Saturday, damn it. Oh, well, I wasn't.
Did you?
Yeah, I was watching.
Yeah, I was probably here Saturday.
Exactly, you were. I didn't come down.
But it's still the weekend, though. Like I didn't see you after that.
I did a good ride. I should have said.
Right, you talked about it.
I really make it good. A barbecue Korean chicken, you'd love it. This one was amazing. And actually, because there's too much. I don't eat it all. I make other dishes from it. Yeah, that's the way to be. I did my fried rice. So I do like egg fried rice.
Yeah. Egg fried. Like you put rice, egg, what else? Peas and carrots.
I first soak my rice, then I'll sort of steam my rice, and I'll leave it on the side. I'll let it sit for a bit. Then later on, I'll julienne carrots, but like kind of this way. I'll have peas, ginger, a bit of
the fresh ginger.
spice. Yeah, fresh ginger, Chinese flower spice, just a little. Olive, what's it? Sesame oil, a bit of teriyaki sauce, and soy, and with peas, frozen peas at the end. The eggs will go first, so I beat the eggs. They cook first, and I'll take them off the heat, and then you put the rice in that's been sitting there, and then a bit of the oil. You start frying it off, let it get crispy. Then you add your carrots, let them go. Then the ginger.
You do it in a wok?
Yeah, well, you can do it in a wok. I do it in a pan. I don't care. Whatever. I can do it, as long as it's clean implement. And then you start to, steam it again with the teriyaki and then the soy later on. Season to taste.
Man,
sometimes I'll throw in a bit of
master snack troll.
Oh, yeah, and then that's my.
You already got me starving.
Oh, dude, man, I'm good, man. You love it, man. I could sell that. I could sell my recipe.
You should. Why don't you do look like a food truck? Or do you have? Are you allowed those there?
Yes, I know. Yes, dude. Everyone. I should. You're right.
Hey, fools.
And just cook so much and sell so much that I have, and then I'm closed to shop. Yeah, I did great actually, vegan and vegetarian as well. Because of herb, proper. And I know the disciplines again of both. You don't mix the two. It's two different fucking stations, let alone two different operations. I've got this one.
They're very picky about.
I have to do one or the other. And that's it. You can't. You have to be respectful for people's culinary.
To a reasonable degree, not.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but I'm not. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm not gonna break their balls on that.
I mean, I was a vegan myself for a while, and I didn't I didn't overdo it.
No. I understand. But it was a good braai, pit braai. Yeah.
I still look forward to doing an authentic braai one day.
Yeah. I can say
I need to find me a South African here, don't I?
Yeah, I bet you do.
There's got to be one somewhere.
South African men aren't going to be like that unless you get back from that team. There are some, but maybe.
Oh, friends. Well, just to I mean, I want to sleep with them.
Friends, exactly. Find friends. Yeah, don't go there. Look, I'm looking for some South African ass. I wouldn't really go down well with.
I just want a good piece of meat. That's all. But one of my philosophy professors in school was South African. That was the first South African person that I kind of got to interact with, and he was very intelligent. He'd written several books.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we all, man. Thank you.
Yeah,
I think it is again. I mean, this is so different. It doesn't encapsulate what is intelligence. I have a massive family. So I have a big family. All right. And people would say, like, where intelligence lies, academic or, that.
And the kind that you can measure on an IQ test.
Well, no, but
memory, attention span, processing speed,
it is not
general knowledge, vocabulary.
Yeah. So there's exactly the spectrum of what is intelligence and what I got to experience as where adults were utilizing us lot growing up in South Africa as intelligence measures. I told you about, like, there was an Australian woman that she had a really funny pool, and she used to throw these little sink things, colored ones that used to drop. And this was like a deep pool of at least 13 foot, 14 foot deep, easy. So it was almost like 12-meter deep. As I think we remember, it was really deep, so we'd crush almost as we'd go down to pick him up. But it was so acrid, you couldn't open your eyes. She wouldn't let us wear goggles. So she'd make us watch where they are, and they would sink like in the water, and then we'd go get them all and see which one gets them all and picks them all up as you come up. You know what I mean? Like, yay! And so many people get that. I found out many years later she was from Australia and she used to train dolphins. Yep.
That's a good thing to have in a swimming teacher, I guess. Yeah.
I don't think
we just had a metal spoon we had to dive for.
But I think it was just her thing. I knew her son. That's why I was friends. She's a good woman, I think. But it was just almost like she was bored. Her husband was the one with the money in South Africa. She's very intelligent, and she was just like, there. And so it's just pretty odd. I found out. Pretty odd.
Yeah,
Actually,
they were having a conversation online about intelligence being the single biggest predictor of success, and there's a curve to that.
Yeah.
That's not across the board. There's other factors. In fact, the higher you go in intelligence, sometimes it starts to work against you socially.
Yeah, it's negative.
It actually
it's
inhibits success.
Because the fact that high intelligence doesn't react well with other lower intelligence,
or vice versa.
Social like understanding, just like and because of that, especially if the young intelligence doesn't let them progress through a group of peers, and they become again sort of what's it? They become what is the word called when you're sort of not wanted in a group?
Like ostracized or
ostracized. Ostracized. Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, a couple more, but yeah. But as you ostracize from that, which again can hinder one's emotional and social development, which is part of our intelligence, because we're not just one whole fulfillment. And so we can withdraw from that, and that withdrawal can create other issues because of the way, and this is the bullying.
That's why it's so important for young, intelligent people and gifted people to have their peers, and the elimination of gifted programs and things are just making that harder.
Yeah, but I do say that, Jeff, when we get it wrong, when anything gets wrong, it's the first time you did it, or let's make it better. So it's not like we know, the whole accountability thing starts young. It's to the adult, to the
well,
kids.
They're not. A lot of places are not making it better, and in many cases, it's the gifted people themselves that have adopted this guilt or this narrative that they are harming people by having the gifted programs. They're disadvantaging them, and so they're some of the people at the forefront of eliminating them.
So, what's it? You had a terrorist attack in New York today?
Today? Oh, hang on. I haven't pulled up the news. I just heard from Spruce, but he didn't mention it. I see that some troops were killed. You talking about in Iran?
Nah, isn't it the FBI? The FBI building? A car bomb or something?
Let me see. Through an a person threw an incendiary device at the New York City FBI headquarters, the ICE office.
Yeah.
FBI alleges suspects deployed outside federal building. Didn't that happen in Canada? Oh, they shot up a building in Canada a few months ago, Toronto. Some guy in a car, and then you didn't hear anything else about it. Yeah, this is the first I'm hearing about it. It wasn't even on the top headline.
Wow.
It's still not.
Who cares about this?
It's like 6 or 7 down. It's a smoke bomb. Wow. And he's in custody. 3 were hurt. It was an anti-ICE protest. That's what I'm saying. People are getting crazy. Their narratives and their myths are getting out of control, and they're being translated into action.
I was
based on it's like Pizzagate all over again.
But Jeff, I was talking to some people before I came here about AI, and they were adamant that AI is going to be some sort of Ultron slash what's it, Matrix slash
everything's Matrix.
But they believe that it's going to take over the world of man, right? Like the harshness of it, like, and I'm like,
if humans allow it to, maybe, but it's like I trust that we're not going to let it happen. We're still going to keep control of it.
Positive reinforcement, Dan. I've ever heard. So how you been, Jeff? What did you do yesterday?
I've been good. We binge watched.
What'd you watch? TV. How was that?
Just caught up on shows like Big Brother, Survivor. Watch some mysteries, TV stuff.
Oh, good stuff.
But it was good to hang out and connect over movies, drama.
What? Do I bring much drama here? Jeez, thanks.
No, I'm talking about the shows were drama. You fell asleep. Oh, you talking about Saturday night? Yeah, everybody fell asleep. So
That's the way to be, man.
don't feel bad. Was it? But yeah, I had a relaxing weekend, and I hope I have a relaxing week. And that's the tea.
That is the one, huh? The tea makes you rock enough. So what Jamie said is like, what's that? Why is he rocking?
Well, you can't stop rocking to the bang bang boogie.
Yeah, bang bang.
The
Oh,
bang, bang rhythm of the boogity beat.
You're too fun, Jack, mate. You really are.
Not when you grew up in my generation. We were the rock generation, and we were the rocking generation.
I remember going to my friend's like family house somewhere in South Africa. I don't know, many places I've been, and I don't know who it was, but she started chasing him around this huge table, trying to hug him.
Who did?
Yeah,
The mom?
It's one. Yeah, I don't think it was his mom or his great auntie or some woman that saw it.
It's even better.
She probably had like seen it. We didn't know senile, but she probably had someone that saw him. Well, oh, you my little long son, because you look, generations, the way that the genetics work.
And she started chasing him around the table.
Yeah, man, it was so funny. It was hilarious. When I was a kid, I was like, "Oh, what's going on over here?" And then he was running around the table and people trying to stop him, and he was like, "Ah!" She was like, "Oh, I know him," and it was like, what? It was hilarious. And I think we were kicked out. Like then, it was like, "Get out, you boys!"
Uh-oh. What? They kicked you, not her? They kicked you?
Yeah, of course.
Get out of here, boys.
Granny's
gone off her rocker.
Jeb.
Yeah, well, is anything on your mind? Spruce was giving us a prompt, but I didn't really get into it, and you showed up. You seem less, because we didn't really get into a big discussion yet, but you seem less bothered about what's going on in your world, your country right now than usual, even with the new transition of power. They said he's the 7th prime minister in like a decade. Is that unusual?
Yeah, it's very unusual. Yeah, it's not right. It's really odd. I don't want to get into that right now anyway, because I know where it's going. It doesn't matter for my sake, as you said before, but actually by scale.
It shouldn't if your life is set up.
Oh, yeah, it's okay. Don't worry. The reason probably why is because I got a phone call this afternoon, and it was like, somebody wants me for another job. He wanted me to go today, and I was like, next week we'll take a look at it. Or not take a look at it, find out what the job's about. So it's actually going to a site and then actually watching what's going on. Do you want this? You okay? Are we good for this? Go,
like a consult?
Yeah, you have to do it. You have to do induction. A sort of this is sign this, come in here, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, all the way through with the guy and say, should we do it? Yeah, okay, fuck it, let's do it. They wanted me today, but I was like, give me a week.
That must be nice.
Well, no, because I don't. But he's right. I do need work. I've actually replied back in an email saying, "Yeah, okay, I'm taking it. Yeah, you gave it to me that day. I'm not prepared. I need to be prepared."
So the work comes to you then.
Yeah, generally, yeah. If I want, yeah, because I know what I can do, what I'm capable of, and I'm able to, make happen. Or also control once I know what's going on. There's a lot of things that I could take over other things that are many men all over and make sure this is at a standard. Because I'm checking, I'm watching, I'm going, I'm doing the same thing they're doing, but faster and better, and making sure that over my shoulder that they ain't fucking losing that momentum. We're gonna work, we're gonna make the money, we're gonna go in the next job, we're gonna do it again. You know what I mean? It makes
That's good. You've learned to successfully compete.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's how you get the contracts. So yeah, I just wasn't prepared today. I'm like, fuck. So yeah, I've got to be prepared. So tonight is probably my last of this for a long time because I'm gonna do a couple of
You going back out into the trenches?
I'm gonna have to run
back to the mines.
Back to the mines. Gonna have to get prepared again. Let's do it.
Gone.
And be civil about it. So,
yeah, civility is very important over there. I hear
exactly, man. You're gonna be so humble with people, and that's what they love. I love the fact.
But I feel like they can tell. Like no matter how humble I try to be, they can tell.
With me,
they pick up.
There is such a good thing with the vibe on site with me. Like when people come, other people come up and talk to me about because the way I am and how I speak, they're like, yeah. And I'm only doing a little part of this job, and I get other things.
Do you act like you do on here over there, or do you have a more professional?
No, I act like I need to do one job, but good, very good, at a high standard for the client. And no matter what I see, even throughout my thing, I will recognize if somebody needs help or it's okay, and I'll make it very professional because there's a lot of groups of jobs going on one site at one time. It's not just me.
Oh yeah.
So we have to go through and
y'all all compete with each other, like to get.
No, it's not competing. It's like an infrastructure deal. So some people are ripping down walls or building walls. Other people are digging up.
But holes. You have to coordinate all that so that your job doesn't step over their job. No,
that's why you have your pattern or what's given to you. You go, this is your job. This is none of it is going to. You either go through it, and send it off, and get out, right? Or you have to wait for somebody to do the job, and then I'm on, and you're going to get there, and it'll wait for you to do the job, and then I get off, and the rest of it starts coming together. But,
do you wear hard hat? You have to wear hard hat.
Yeah. I put this away, that away. I tuck this in. I have everything like tight. And people like, when I put
what do you do with your beard? Is that allowed?
I tuck it in. Yeah.
You tuck it. Okay.
I knotted it. I'm knotted, so it's knotted. Knots. Here we go. There's some knots.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah. That would look good in a mine.
Yeah. Well, sometimes, but I do it in a way that's like everything's done. I don't let things catch me. Pretty tight, I understand. Be careful. I'm going to be extra careful because of that and that. I don't want anything spinning, pulling me out, shoving me this way. Crazy.
Yeah, that's important in food service too. Sometimes you have to put your hair. They have the hair nets,
of course. I understand,
and the little shower cap things.
Yeah, I feed people. I'm not like over the food.
I mean, I've had hair in my food before, and it's not. It doesn't reflect a good experience.
I don't want to chef. You know what? I'm not going to become a chef. I'll instruct a chef.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I'm a cook.
Like Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You big donkey!
You want that fork?
What? But I bet they put out some good food. I used to watch Hell's Kitchen, and sometimes that method works.
What, the method of shutting down people? Huh?
Yeah, of Gordon Ramsay.
Maybe. Maybe.
I mean, it usually doesn't work on me, but I feel like I could work on it if I needed to. He's just gonna.
I mean, dude,
he's gonna hear from me.
In the military, you had to take everything. When you become a soldier, they burn you down to the ends of the world to build you up as a man. All right, and a good, the best way to be is just like, okay, I'll take my medicine. More, give me more. I could take. Yeah, fuck you. I've won. That's the sort of hardest thing to do when you break down.
I know. Maybe it does. It is hard. Maybe that's what I haven't learned yet. That breaking down part, like the military would do.
Yeah, but again, I would always stipulate that it's again like a childhood. You shouldn't assume later on in your life you become a soldier. So a good soldier.
I never did though.
No, not you, but one.
Okay.
Again, there's different ways. You're a civilian, aren't you? You're going into like what type of a work you're doing. Are you protecting your country? Do you give a damn? Is it law and order? Is it just you're paying for it? You have to believe in it, right? You and me are the same that way, 100%. And again, I would always stipulate and tell you best. I do believe in the Western Foundation. Goddamn America, And again, Britain. I want, and Europe for that matter, and Russia, and Australia. There's
and Greece and
all
Rome,
of that's Europe anyway.
Italy.
But
Hey, Nancy.
All of it in that. The Western Foundation is always, I guess, spread better.
Real
Not
Western.
Well, again, people always want to say Western is a white, vindictious thing.
Well, they were arguing online about the Greeks were not white, and I mean, technically they're not. They're Mediterranean. They're not like Germanic, Anglo-white.
Aren't they Hellenistic? They're the 5 tribes of Europe.
The Hellenes.
Hellenics, yeah. The Turks, the Hellenics, the Celts, the Germanic.
I mean, what is white, really? Well, even back then, what was white?
Again, thank you for saying that. Why does have color create anything that should be a source of a man or a woman foundation? That should not be an aspect of anything. We should not look at that. Well, this guy's black, that guy's white. He's what? That value should not be existent.
Right.
Where it is because of the avenue of where slavery was with, again, the British Empire.
But white people were not the only people using the institution of slavery.
Well, no, we weren't. Everyone was slaves.
They make it seem like white people with white skin enslaved the globe, and that's
because
distorted.
Again, because the greatest empire that ever existed had the greatest reach, and that reach,
the British Empire. And y'all were mostly white.
That's
so
right.
They associate. That's just like low res thinking.
No, but
it's
a revisionist understanding of history, Jeff. That somebody wants to.
Well, all history kind of is.
Yeah, in a way. Say this is how it happened. That's why it worked. What? There's so many variables within everything that you look at, and we can always look at it better. Now, how history is created or found, and what becomes that. That's
because you can tell like 1,000 different stories with the same set of historical facts.
Over and over again. I'll never stop.
But to me, a good story to last and be accepted by
what
a large number has to be plausible and credible and believable.
Yeah. So, but credibility in terms of this becomes something that I believe. Why I believe in the Western Foundation. Why everything kind of took place. Why again it happened in Venice. Why Venice was created as well, because they created glass, and that glass created, in some respects, better ways of looking, and then we created better, boring for our metals, and our metals became better, so our bombs became better, and we fought each other more and more and more as Europe. Yeah, before we went, exploding out again, because of the.
They did that with gunpowder too.
Oh yeah, but again. China and Japan are very different. China is because they're disparate. They never had what Europe had. Europe had this like tinderbox always, and after the fall of the Roman Empire, if you will, during the Dark Ages, as they put, like again, we forgot the old classics. Hence why Venice is so important in this, because of the Renaissance, and then that became another aspect of where Europe became this. Other things bloomed. Our ideas expanded. And holy shit, did we get it done? And again, what we use today, what we're utilizing, our electricity, of everything is from those fuckers. So
from what?
We forget that. Well, the end result of why we had wars, all of this. World War III.
Probably many reasons: resources, security, to like maintain your state. Defense,
you speak
protection,
English, brother. You speak English.
Expansion. And there's different, like warfare is evolving too. We're not fighting as much traditional ground wars as probably in the past.
And AI takes that over.
Oh yeah, Nancy. How was Iggy, and when can I expect him on the show? Have his people contact me, my people. Does he have a new album out? I haven't kept up with him since probably the 90s. He put out a few albums. And who else was there? Was it just Iggy, or were there opening acts? I'm so excited. First Iggy Pop, next Donald Trump. All right, we're wait, what? What you mean? Was he still like wild and doing the Iggy thing that he's known for, or was it like a Vegas casino performance? What are his mainstream hits? I don't even really know him for a lot of hits. The Passenger, or what? What's your favorite stuff? The Stooges. I like the stuff he did with David Bowie in the late 70s and early 80s. Well, early 80s he was more solo, but Lust for Life and The Idiot. The Idiot is excellent. It's to me a watershed album. Oh, hey, wow, I'm going to look it up. What was the name of the festival? The Wildflower something. Rainflower. Oh, why did they have Iggy at a family-friendly show in the first place? That would not Mosswood. That's what I was thinking.
But Iggy Pop.
Yeah, she saw Iggy Pop in concert.
No way. For real?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah. If she is to be believed, which I
Wow.
trust.
How old
Nancy.
is that man? Jeez, I've never seen Iggy Pop actually. I never got
Oh,
to see
it Mosswood Meltdown is a festival where she is, and it's put on by John Waters. It's his thing.
Wow. Jeez, you're the best. I
I
can't
know.
do festivals, lady. They freak me out because there's too many people. I was like, I really freak out by that because it's for me, there's too many fucking things going on in their spirits.
Oh, you're not into Pavement was one of them.
I know it's weird, man. Because I'm like, again, I would always
Mannequin Pussy. I've never heard of them.
Man, I'm like, come on, me, bro. I'm like
the Drags. Bikini Kill. Oh, Dead Milkman. Oh my God! Did you see the Dead Milkman? Fuck. No, that was on Sunday. I would have gone just for them. Okay, I'm sorry. Going down the Gen X rabbit trail. But did he draw blood at all, or get blood drawn from him? Who is that? Wait, what? Hey, Brooke. I've never heard of them until today, but you can bet I'm probably going to be checking them out. Oh. Who is what is it? Angina de Putain. Let me look her up. It's probably some Canadian Angine de Putain. Canadian experimental rock. Oh, not Laws. I've heard of the yeah. I saw one of their videos. It's these people. Y'all probably, if you're hip and modern, you probably recognize them. These people from this video. You got to see them? They wear these costumes. Like, you don't really know who they are. Did you get to see their faces?
Shake their hands.
Yeah, the screamy girl groups. I don't know. I was around for the Riot Girls and Bikini Kill, all that stuff, and I never got into the screamy girl groups. Hole was one of L7. I was a big Sonic Youth fan, so I had Kim Gordon, the Breeders. That was enough for me. Band of Susans was pretty good, and Live Skull. You did not see their faces. from the guy from, is that a band? Shawshank Reception. I like Lush. That was one of my favorite girl groups, but they were much more melodic and harmonious. It was kind of like Cocteau Twins, but with a lot of rock guitars. In fact, I think Robin Guthrie produced some of their first albums. Otoboke Beaver. There was a band from Portland that played at Pride when I was living in Seattle that I really liked, and I forgot their name. But it was one of the band, at the Twin Peaks The Return, at the end of every episode, there would be a band playing a song. They played on one of the episodes. So. They had a band at Pride this year where I am playing that was really good. I don't know their name, but they were on the stage, and normally I just tune that out because it's so samey. But this one really caught my attention. I did not watch the World Cup. I heard that Spain won, not to spoil it for anybody. I will probably not watch the Odyssey because I preferred the book. Like, I don't want it to taint my imagination of the book. And I've tried to watch some of the other productions. They're not. It's really hard. Like, classics that great, and the same problem is with Shakespeare. When you have a classic that's that great, where the reading experience is so imaginatively expansive, it's really hard to compete with that cinematically. People say that about books like Dune too and Lord of the Rings.
Jeff, it's the Iliad, isn't it? Like when it comes
Odyssey.
To the whole thing, the Iliad, because there's a lot of those things that come into it, like a Beowulf, right? So the Beowulf,
are they making a Beowulf?
No, they're not. No, but I'm saying,
yeah, the epic, those foundational
Beowulf,
epics.
It's like a Beowulf, exactly. So what it is to them, Hollywood is just bastardizing everything they can. But I like that. What was it? The recreation of the one from the window. Hey, Juliet. Yeah.
Romeo and Juliet, the one from the 90s with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Great film, man. The way
it was okay.
The reconstruction of the language was and how it worked in that storyboard and who the characters were. It was brilliant. That's great. But this guy took it to a level where he's like, okay, I'm going to make it a history thing because it's out there in deserts and there's ships and people in this armor, and then just bastardize it after that. Not making anything useful. Not keeping the same thing, man. I don't know. Hollywood is sick.
What's sick about Hollywood? Are they even relevant anymore?
I don't think so. Bleeding money.
Oh, why do you think Hollywood is sick? Is it the what's his face? Not Epstein.
It's
Weinstein. Yeah,
one
of those Steens.
I don't. You know what? It just
like Hollywood is that's a big. It's.
I know. Deep in
that word covers a lot of territory.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
People, so when you say it's sick, it's so broad.
I know. There's sick parts of everything and wonderful in others. It's everything that
Hollywood's put out, like, contribute to. I don't think anybody from my generation or even my parents' generation would be the people that they are without Hollywood in some form that had an effect on us. It was definitely a dominant cultural force for many generations. My mom grew up with like Elizabeth Taylor and Elvis movies, Marilyn Monroe, all that stuff, that golden age of Hollywood. And then we had all the Gen X movies and all the Steven Spielberg. We were the age of the blockbuster. Sexual exploration of women.
Yeah, that's escapism, in terms of where it is. Where you read, it's a different sort of aspect. So, the medium of, Hollywood, what's done that way is, it's great.
And sometimes they do pull it off better than the book, but a lot of times I just prefer the book. And I don't want that to happen with the Odyssey. This is probably the main reason I'm going to stay away.
Kubrick is my favorite ever.
Yeah,
because of the
exactly. I
way
was
he took the
watching
books,
Clockwork Orange the other day.
he took the books into a medium of a video of that medium, and many people that do that. I mean, one of the ones I think is good, I guess, would be the one about a Bateman. Where is he from again?
Bate,
The film,
Bateman,
yeah, the
Jason Bateman,
American Psycho. So
Patrick Bateman. He
yeah,
did. He didn't do American Psycho, did he?
no, I know he didn't, but that would be the closest I could agree with the book outside of Stanley Kubrick. If I had to value directors taking from the
Oh,
work of fiction
oh,
into
I see. I didn't see the movie because it was
medium,
so
yeah,
disturbing. I didn't want to. I
yeah,
didn't want that in
wow,
my
yeah, but it's the
imagination.
book as well. Remember,
I didn't even. I couldn't even make it through the book.
wow, man, I don't know. I think they always say we have one book within us. Every human has every one of us has one novel, I guess, that we can go
One
with.
what?
Novel.
Oh, like to
Yeah,
write.
yeah. Be it that it's your eulogy in that regard, but
This is
you
my
have that
novel.
within you to
I'll put
write.
mine on YouTube.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, Stanley Kubrick for sure. David
yeah,
Lynch,
amen.
Steven Spielberg, possibly Martin Scorsese. So many of them. George Lucas for sure, of course. Hey, Reed. Are there AO books or AI books? You can make one right now. Just tell it to write you a book.
In what sort of exactly? They don't read anymore, do they? That's the problem.
That's
Yeah.
you are
And
correct. I think part of the reason we're in the situation we're in now is because of lack of reading. I think if people read more, they'd have a better sense of history. They'd have a better sense of culture. They wouldn't be on the internet freaking out about every little thing. They'd be able to be more discerning and critical about their intake,
Yeah.
their information intake.
I mean, look at who. What was it? You guys have American writers, very new but very expressive.
Well, yeah, well, like that kind of started with the New England, like Emerson, Nathaniel Hawthorne, Whitman, that kind of thing. But then we had many great writers after that. William Faulkner. So there's a whole tradition of American literature too. Henry James, Mark Twain. Can AI do your job for you? Probably. It can probably do some parts of your job. What kind of job do you do? I can help you figure out where you can use AI.
It's a trap. It's a trap.
A trap? AI is a trap, or
AI is a trap.
question?
Yeah, I mean, AI is a trap, bro.
What's it trapping you into? You don't have to use it.
Oh, no, but you always assume again. What do you assume?
Do you use it in your work?
No, I don't
Oh.
try. I told you it's all embedded, but generally not. No, I can't because I can't rely on that. Because if it goes wrong, I can't blame an AI.
But you have a human check it. It can do like the grunt work for you, the process, and then a human comes along and tweaks it, and because it only a human can really know what the final product is supposed to be.
What's the AI doing for me then? What do you think it's doing for me?
Well, I don't know, but you work like it's something to do with construction and architects, so it can do measurements, it can calculate it can lay out plans, it can do all that for you, like the tedious stuff that you would normally use your brain to do. It can do, and then you just look it over and say, "Yep, this looks exactly like it's supposed to look. This is what I would have come up with if I had put my energy to it." But the AI could do it all for me.
Well, yeah, basically, I am unable to do that because when I actually have to give this a reason for, if anything goes wrong, okay, I cannot offset it to the AI. I have to take responsibility for it. So I'd rather take responsibility
as
for
well
it
you
first
should,
rather than go to the AI second. So that's why. So the CAD is working because we have guys that are engineers. Now, the main thing is, us boys are on site. So if we see things are like fundamentally different, you're right. That's where we get it. Okay, well, we're going to change this. We're going to make this happen. And then if it goes into something that goes to fundamentally, we have to rewrite it with engineers, that work has to stop. And it has to go forward again, why it happened. because the guy who was on site didn't recognize this was going on, or there's a little pitch or a height difference that he didn't see, you know, you know. So yeah, I don't do that. We don't do that. AI to me is just I don't care.
Do you use it at all for
No,
anything?
I try not to. No, I really.
No.
I don't want to give. I don't want to give anything as much information as I don't need to. So that's what you do. Once you use AI, bro, if it's not a closed AI that you call, okay, a closed AI that you can control, then no, because that's analytics, and we all get that out no matter what. But I don't want to hand that to anything that holds what I want.
Well, I mean, you don't have to. You don't have to use a calculator either. You can do the math all by hand if you want.
I don't need to do that. I said do that. I mean, again, I go there and I do what needs to happen. Cool, man. Oversight.
Nancy, that's so cool that you study Mark Twain. Huckleberry Finn is one of my favorite. I definitely relate to it. I'm definitely more Huck than Henry James. Hey, Leggy. We're just hanging out chatting. We're dooming and glooming as usual. Hollywood sucks. AI sucks.
That man, we talking about books.
It's all a big trap. Don't use it. That kind of stuff.
AI today.
And we're also talking about the great Hollywood directors of our generation and some Gen X bands.
And there's loads. There's loads of films.
What's going on with you? Let us know. Oh, in fact, look, I got my copy right here. The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain. A truly American novel. I don't know if it could have been written in any other country. Oh, you know what? Nancy, honestly, I forgot all about that too. There's so much more to the book. You talking about the dialect, how he tries to capture the dialect. There's so much more to the book that's such a small, almost insignificant part that I forgot that was even a controversy. I know Twain more as a great American writer and humorist. And so for that to be the first thing that I associate with him, I'm kind of glad I didn't think about it. You're building a truck? I bet AI can help with that. At least the design. But definitely human check it. Like, because it can hallucinate and put in errors too. I'm sure there's engineers all over the world using AI for stuff. But that's pretty impressive that you're building a truck. How do you do that? Oh, like are you rebuilding? What? Restoring. I see. Okay. Because we have a guy on here that builds fire trucks for a living too. I don't know if he designs them or actually puts them together, but one of the two. All right. Well, African's off in the back somewhere doing something.
No, I'm just thinking about the guy who was the Goth, the American Goth. He was pretty good. Poe, what's his name? He did a good few novels.
Loudish.
Edward Allan Poe.
Yeah, I was never a big fan of Poe, but I guess you can
still the influence of that man as well. Come on, bro. Gotta give him credit. Edward Allan Poe. Is that right?
Yeah. Ground. We have the detective genre is one of my favorite genres, and we have him to thank for A lot of it.
Oh, really? I didn't
He
know
was
that.
one of our first detective writers. Yeah, the Murders in the Rue Morgue. Mine isn't, and I don't think this channel is either. Like even when people are on here dooming and glooming, I try to find the positive in it. I like to bring balance. There's light and shade in everything, or you can usually find the light and shade if you look hard enough. That's good though, because they're embodying it. They're like it's more than just reading from a page. They're incorporating it into their being. They're being active with it. I think that's great. As long as they still read the book, which I guess if you're reciting it, you have to be reading it. I remember we did one of the musicals. I wasn't in it, but the school I went to, Tom Sawyer was one of the plays they did. So there is a theater version of it. Ew, that makes me nervous. I try to read. I really do about a lot of things, but again, light and shadow. Right. Well, anything else happening? It looks like we're having a slow day today.
Yep. Seems people don't want to rock up today, hey?
Well, I'm glad you did.
The Hatchet was one as well. Ruined for us.
Another excellent Gen X classic, Forrest Gump, which I believe was based on a book.
Was it? I didn't know that.
I think so. Let me look up.
I liked that as a book when I was a kid. I read that. That was an American author.
What is it? The Hatchet?
Hatchet, yeah.
What is that about?
Great book. Yeah. I was a kid when I read that.
It's called The Hatchet?
Yeah, The Hatchet. Yeah,
by Gary Paulson.
Yeah.
A young adult wilderness survival novel. I've never heard of it, but it looks cool.
Yeah, that's why I grew up with that in South Africa. And so that was one of the books that I got to read as a primary school child. We had to learn and read. So I showed that. The Hatchet. It's really, really good. There's another one called Jacques the Bushveld. I said to you before. That's another one, but I don't think that's a book. I think it actually is a book. They made it into a film. That's South Africa.
How did I miss out? Oh, because it was in 1987. That's why I was already in college.
You were a teenager then. Yeah, buddy. You were like over that shit.
Yeah.
But
I remember books like what is it? Call of the Wild, White Fang, Jack London, those type of books. What about you, Sean? What books did you grow up with?
Sup, everyone? Books.
Hey, Sean.
Have you heard of Enid Blyton? Enid Blyton.
Yeah.
I don't even know what you're saying. Who? Enid Blyton?
Enid Blyton. She's a famous English author. She wrote like loads of famous books, like hundreds of books. And I remember reading a book about her and I lost it in a train and I don't remember what it's called. It was very good though.
That memorable that you forgot the book.
Famous, you say. Let's see. Enid Blyton. Okay.
Enid Blyton, yeah.
Oh, she's a children's writer. That's why.
Yeah. I guess the Christie,
never
her
heard
writing is actually just quite simplified. But I would say, other than that, it would be the girl that wrote. Was it
The Secret Garden?
Frankenstein?
The what?
The Frankenstein.
Mary Shelley. Yeah.
And the go is that it was a weekend binge in Scotland, in Edinburgh, and she and the other people in the room were said to have, just somebody write a novel over the weekend as they were getting binged and having a good time. And she went, she wrote that book.
There was a movie about a fictionalized account of the writing of it.
Lots of other categories of why it is, but it's wonderful. And also, it was always seen as, again, the whole point of it is that the female author for years, like the hours, they're pushed down, huh? Always, Mary Shelley and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the British have pretty good books. I think the French too. The French did a lot of cool books too. The Three Musketeers. What
Alexander
else?
Dumas, and yet Victor Hugo, Les Miserables, and you're right, Proust.
What's the Spanish
In
one? The
Search of
famous
Lost
one.
Time.
That's really, really famous. The Spanish one. Oh, what is that?
Read. No, I'm not.
Oh,
I'm an
well,
alien skeptic, and I don't know who Bob Lizard is. Oh, I
Bob
think I do. I
Lazar.
think somebody brought him up on panel one day. He's that alien guy. Yeah, no, I think he might believe that he's telling the truth, but like I said, I'm a skeptic. Show me the
Yeah, he's talking about
evidence.
Bob Lazar. Oh, you're talking the Spanish author there. What's his name?
Cervantes, Don Quixote.
Yeah, Don Quixote.
Yeah.
Impossible Dream.
Again,
Yeah.
that is just like, whoa, that's a novel. Whoa, shit. Wow. That's the one. Yeah, that's modern stuff, huh? That's wild.
Yeah. Well, that was about the same time as Shakespeare. Well, secret aircrafts would be man-made, wouldn't they? Aircraft is something that humans created, they wouldn't be alien. So even if they're secret aircraft, that doesn't prove the existence of aliens. Yeah, anyway, I remember him coming up in conversation.
All right.
Yeah.
Weekend.
Oh, you're a bit like robot-y.
Well, what's going on in your world, Sean?
I was working a bit there. Yeah, it's all right.
I think you're cutting out. I mean, roboting a little bit.
Better now?
So far, I don't know. Talk.
The internet. Yeah. The weather's been pretty good though in Ireland. Like, it's been the driest period in a while. I think it's a record how dry it's been, like for 3 weeks now, maybe. No rain. It's unusual for me,
Oh,
it's quite warm.
Is it bad? Like is drought levels or?
In some parts, yes, and there's been a few wildfires, but the farmers are not complaining fully. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty unusual. I don't think we've had this. I've never experienced this long warm period in my life, really.
Global warming, no doubt.
Yeah. How's it going in your area, Jeff? Or plastic?
It's El Nino. It's definitely an El Nino that happens. It does happen. This is a super one. It's going to be a really cold snap. Will feel like, dude, man, it's going to be cold in the winter when it comes. Get ready, eh? Get ready. You think it's hot? It's going to get fucking cold. So get ready.
I heard the El Nino is only going to affect us next year. It's not affecting us now. It's going to affect us next year or something.
Oh, yeah, no, but it's still next year comes, man, with the price. And believe me, it's always be prepared. You can always cool down. Humans make great mammals because we sweat. We are really good at that. Yeah, I'm a sweaty one. And that cools us down. Period. As long as you drink enough water, that your kidneys can flush, and the body and muscle can handle what you're doing as excessiveness. Yeah, believe me, you got to understand that with the heart. Yeah. As a beast, I tell you this like openly. When it gets cold, people can fucking crack up, man. Ruins them. We're not prepared. That's what I reckon is going to happen. So we'll have a cold snap.
It's pretty mild here. We're getting a mild summer. We get a few sunny days, but there's enough clouds to keep it cool.
Yeah, you're in this. You're in Seattle, aren't you?
Yeah, outside of Seattle. I'm in the Pacific Northwest. I mean, there's some days where I have to put on long pants. I can't even go out in shorts.
Do you know the game? What is it? Second Son, Infamous Second Son. It's set in Seattle. It's pretty good. I like
it's a movie.
I think Second Son, Infamous.
Second Son, like the son or like a child, a male child.
It's on PlayStation. I don't think they have it on PC. The first one
is it a game?
Yeah. The first one is Infamous 2, and then Second Son 3, and that's in Seattle. It's pretty good actually. It was a good variant of it. I liked it.
Oh, okay, I see. Look at it now.
Yeah.
I still got to play that Rapture game.
Yeah, have you got it? Did you buy it?
No, you can. In fact, let me look because you keep telling me to wait for it to come on sale.
That's cool. I'll just
everybody's gone to the Rapture. Ooh, it's making me put in my birth date for it. Nope, still.
Don't worry about it.
I don't mind doing. Once I start working, I tell you what, I'll go ahead and do it.
I sent you like there's rules. Do it to the rules. I'll get them to do it. I'm gonna like send them an email going, my mate's waiting. Give him $20.
Yeah, because I owe you that.
Dude, I was talking to the AI there yesterday, Gemini, and I was asking, what's the future?
Oh,
and
wait,
he said,
hang on. Sean, you robot and bad. I want to make sure I hear this. I don't know if you're on Wi-Fi or just away from your signal. Okay, on YouTube, let me figure out how to find it. Oh, I see. It came up. Yep. Let me see how long it is. All right. If I don't watch it completely, I'll run it through the AI and get it to summarize it. Because the AI is going to tell me, this is what it does. I'll run it through and I say, please summarize and critique this. And it says, here's what the video got right. And it fact checks it. And it's like, here's what the video didn't get right. Or here's what I can't support. And it does that with every transcript I put through. So it's a good way to fact check what you see on YouTube.
Yep. There's loads of AI channels now. I subscribe to an AI channel. So
what isn't like a channel that the content is AI created, or they talk about AI?
Yeah, it's all AI. There's loads of AI channels now.
Yeah, YouTube is trying to discourage that. In fact, I forgot what they call it. It's a certain type of content. There's a name for it, and you can't monetize it. You can't. There's like different rules if your channel is going to be that content versus human generated content like this. I'm gonna go grab my coffee and then I'm gonna be right back, and I want to hear about your conversation with the AI.
Oh, sure.
Okay. Some plastic. Yeah. Well, I was talking to it yesterday because I'm bored.
You know the game, Sean. I played that game.
Do I sound like an Irishman? Do I sound really Irish?
Yeah, you are Irish. You can't get it away from me.
Well, let's test. Can you say they're magically delicious?
Are they magically delicious?
Are they magically delicious?
No, your Irish needs some work. What did the AI say?
Well, I was talking to them about the future of agriculture,
because I'm sure that's what you talked about.
No, I was talking about agriculture. I was thinking about how we could adapt to climate change with agriculture, and he said the future of agriculture for protein production will be fermenting bacteria and fungi in vats to make genetically modified protein, and I was asking for more details, and it was pretty cool. Like, there's loads of big companies investing in this, so they're all working on making artificial bacteria and fungi in vats to make protein. That's pretty cool.
You fermented bacteria as a meal replacement?
Well, no, they grow cool. Bacteria and fungi in fermenting machines, whatever, and they make protein. They genetically modify the bacteria and the fungi to make proteins and stuff. They can make milk protein. They can make animal proteins. It's similar, but I heard they're progressing a lot with it.
You sound excited. Like, is that a wet dream of yours to have us all eating fermented bacteria?
Yeah, I mean, it'll require much less land and water to produce.
I'm so glad no one's ever going to put you in power.
No, but this is the AI. This is what the AI told me. I'm not the guy who made this up. I was just asked it a question, and it gave me these answers.
No, but you are the guy that's excited for it to happen.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like a new thing. People like new things, innovate, changing.
I mean, you're not completely wrong, because they eat nasty stuff like kimchi and kombucha and all that other fermented stuff. So it probably will be like a new thing.
I mean, fermentation is like the most important thing in food in the world. I mean, cooking is kind of fermenting.
It's the thing I usually try to avoid. I throw stuff out if I think it's too fermented.
Well, vinegar is fermentation. Beer, cheese, that's fermented. Everything is fermented in food.
Well, what else did you and the AI talk about?
That was it. I didn't want to talk to it too long because it's not good. Like, it takes a lot of energy to talk to the AI.
The data center, you were feeling guilt? Yeah. Hey, RW.
I was like, oh my God, it's too much knowledge. I'm getting too much knowledge easily. Like, you know what I mean? So
was it about the overwhelm of the amount of knowledge, or was it the guilt for how much power you were using from the data center, like the Earth?
It was like, it's like so easy. I just have to press the button and I get 90% correct answers and everything, and it's so easy. Well, it's not cheap. It's like data centers. They have to build loads of data centers for it. So
yeah, no big deal. So how long did you think you talked with it?
Half an hour.
Okay, I think that sounds responsible to me, and you don't use it very often anyway. So I think you can do that with a clear conscience.
I'd say there's people out there that use it way more than that, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Me too. That is the appeal of pickles for me as well.
Are you still talking about AI? Jeez, get off the subject.
Hello, excuse me, sir.
I'll exactly. Kettle black. Yeah, let's go. See, that's what you got to do. Stop it.
No, but have you heard of the stock market in South Korea that collapsed like a week ago because everybody was investing in AI?
Of course, that's the bubble that's coming, man.
Let me look that up.
It's been paid for double, bro. I mean, did you know like what fucking Nvidia did about? I think it was almost 14 months ago, something like that. It fucking loaned or gave shares practically to a company and its avenue and said, yeah, you owe us this later. Don't worry, because they know they have to offload this bubble. It's not going to work the way they expect. You can't have it. Things have to be in tandem.
I do eat yogurt. I do like yogurt.
Which yogurt, Jeff?
The Kroger kind. I don't know. There's whatever's really on sale that day, but I like the Kroger kind specifically because it's like individual servings. I only like the plain, and it's really hard to find good plain yogurt that they don't put shit in, no fruit, no sugar, nothing.
So Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt's good for you. Yeah?
Sometimes Greek. Sometimes I'll do Greek, but Usually it's just
I
whatever the
like I like
generic
I
American
love-
yogurt is.
Yeah,
You can make your own yogurt.
of
You
course
just buy
can, man.
milk and just add a bit of yogurt to it. It turns into yogurt. I
Yeah,
think it's
of course
pretty
you
easy.
can, man. Yeah,
You say
yeah.
that.
You create a mother essentially. How you ferment it, everything. Sort
Dude,
of,
what's this craze with everybody eating raw milk? I mean, what the hell? Like,
I didn't know there was a craze. Let me look that up too.
have you done it?
What is raw
I think
milk
I did.
anyway? Like straight out of the cow?
Hey, I like bone broth. So I use a lot of it. I made a I made it. I eat kimchi. I eat lots of odd things. Lots of tomatoes, olives. Yummy, yummy. Gotta eat everything that's like from the rotten part. No, I'm joking. Food is
Yeah, they
food.
say fermented vegetables are supposed to be good for you.
Been saying that
Cabbage.
sourdough bread is really good for you.
Yeah.
Once everything is like gone through a process before it gets to your gut, anyway, it's broken down again and again. It's better for your gut because your gut is what kills us.
That's why I eat the yogurt. Part of the reason.
Oh
for,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's
the,
what
the biome,
unrefined
the
yogurt.
probiotics. What is raw honey? I thought honey was. Is it
raw
Sean?
honey.
You work with honey? Is there
Yeah.
cooked honey? What is the opposite of raw?
Raw
honey?
honey is most honey that you buy nowadays is heated up to keep it runny for ever. But if you harvest honey without heating it up, it crystallizes. And
I
people
didn't even
don't
know
like
that.
it when it's crystallized because it's hard to pour and stuff. So
Yeah,
we
that
sell
makes-
raw honey. Excuse me. But when you heat up the honey to make it not crystallize and so it's runny all the time, it loses its enzymes and vitamins. So it's not as good for you. So raw honey is basically better for you.
because it keeps more of the nutrients.
Yeah, the enzymes and
What
other
is
things.
that? What's it called? Like Malamuca honey or
Well, that's
Talamuca?
what I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Jeff.
Manuka honey. Yeah, that's not.
Manuka.
It's very expensive, but it's a bit of what do they call it?
It's not.
Monofloral honey
Like
from the
that.
nectar
No,
of the
it's not.
Manuka
It's
tree.
some good shit, man. Manuka honey.
Leptospermum
bro.
scoparum
Manuka honey
from
is
New
good.
Zealand.
This stuff is great on walks. I swear to God, if you go like miles and miles and you just have a
What is
little
that?
bit of this, and this is what it gives you.
That's Manuka?
That is Manuka. Yeah, I have
Oh,
jars,
wow.
and
You get high off of it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's weird. Yeah. It's like it's a sugar high, but it's not. It's not sugar, bro. I'm gonna have one.
I hate sugar highs.
Dude, I was looking up there's companies now that do micro algae omega-3. So you know the way you get fish oil, cod liver oil? Well, there's companies now doing algae. They grow algae in vats to get your omega-3, DHA.
I just want a good burger and some
Yeah, I love
fries.
it.
I don't want to live in the food future.
No, but dude, I eat.
And
eat
leave our
burgers.
snacks alone.
Come on, man. I eat burgers. I make burgers. I make the greatest fucking burgers you'd
But
ever
what
eat.
if we can make fake
Do that.
meat out of bacteria and it tastes just as good as a burger? What
No.
would be so bad?
No, because we're not based on that. My ancestors never ate that. I ain't gonna fucking eat that going forward. Fuck that. I ain't gonna give
Are
away
you-
that.
Yeah, but we gotta go in the future, man. We gotta go to the future.
No, we
Star
don't.
Trek, Star Wars.
Not if the there's no reason to go into the future
Hang on,
just to be in
hang
the
on,
future
Jeff.
if the
Jeff,
present
give me-
is working just
give me this,
fine.
Give me this, Jeff.
There's
Sean,
nothing wrong with
hang on.
burgers.
Jeff, Sean, history is not progressive.
I hope
So
not.
we're not progressing, are we? And we're gonna go eat bugs.
But I thought we were supposed to be progressing.
No,
I
we're
thought we were
eating
supposed to live
fermented
forever
bacteria.
no.
and like
absolute
robots.
forever. No, what we need to do is preserve what we have and govern it well. Okay, if you're going to talk about like, okay, well, we have to eat this, you doing the assumption that there's going to be billions of people, and the assumption should be like, oh, consumerism, everyone needs what we have, what we got going. So that needs to like level down. That needs to be like collapsed.
Yeah, they can
People
eat
won't
cake.
like it. People won't understand it. A lot of people, actually, the one thing that needs to come forward, and this is the problem, that those with capacity have the better judgment over. And it shouldn't be like, oh yeah, but I'm better than you, because accountability should be one of those things. But it won't happen, will it? In my time,
Isn't that communism?
I hope
or
it will, but
something?
I don't think so.
Oh.
If you
Like
get
we know what's best for you. We know what you should be
I
eating.
mean, it's not that. Again, that's what Dicey should exist. Dicey rule of law. No, guys. I don't know.
What? What's that? Dicey? What's that?
It's French, isn't it? Dicey rule of law. That's why we have the three. Dicey was three. It's about separating powers.
You're talking about trois. Trois.
Dicey rule of law. I mean, that's why people say rule of law. It's from Dicey. That's who wrote it.
No, I think in French, three means trois. Trois.
Okay. Wow. Okay. But it's still. I'm just saying.
I think it could be Latin,
Yep.
though. It could be Latin.
Trois. Well, French is a Romance language, so try is tray or try is
Right,
probably
trois.
Latin.
Yeah.
It could be Latin.
Just like English is what? Three.
It's still Dicey rule of
And it's
three.
a magic
Guy who
number.
wrote it was named Dicey. The French.
The Illuminati
Do y'all
confirmed.
know anything about Zen, the nicotine salt, and vape pens?
Anyway,
What do y'all think?
Yeah,
of
I think
that?
Zins are fine, but the vapes are probably not that good. They're probably not as good as the Zins.
well, no, I don't think you do vape at all. I take away
I don't
smart
either.
matter.
I used to vape weed, but it
The
was
battery
too
be
concentrated.
What the fuck is that? Don't like that. Gotta like charge my vape. What? Ridiculous.
So you still reading any books? Anybody reading any books? I haven't read a
I'm
book in a
always
long
reading
time.
I haven't read a
books.
book in ages, man. I should do, but no.
What are you reading, Sean?
Haven't read it. No, I'm not reading any books. I have loads of books that I bought, but I never read them. It's too lazy.
Oh, well,
Maybe like that.
do you like reading?
I used to, but I think the internet now is just taking over. I mean, I read stuff online, but
No,
I haven't read
Same here.
a proper book.
Oh, really? A novel? You mean a novel? A novel?
I've been trying to do book clubs forever. So
Yeah,
if y'all
novel,
ever want to do a book club, that's a good way to keep people reading.
Sure. It's true though, Jeff. A novel is very difficult to go like through, isn't it? Like, oh God, last novel.
Yeah, they say that
Oh, you
reading
used to edit?
uses your brain differently than watching a video or listening.
Yes, and there are cognitive skills that we are losing from the lack of reading. There's no substitute for it. Not audiobooks, not YouTube videos.
Or writing.
Processing
write
text
physically.
and the imagination it takes and the cognitive process that you go is vital to intelligence.
Yeah, and I heard studies that we're getting dumber now, so it could be because of the internet.
Yeah. People
Was
aren't
it from watching YouTube? Was that the study?
I think it's because they don't
No,
anymore.
No.
They don't know how to choose things, do they? There's a lot of things that have come to the way that people believe this works, so they don't challenge it enough. I don't,
Well, I'm gonna keep reading. I don't care what people say.
always read, Jeff.
I enjoy it. It's a form of active meditation for me. It puts my brain in a very pleasant state that nothing
I've
else
always
can.
wanted them to make the film called The Shack. It was the last
The
one.
Shack?
Yeah, it's a really good story. Because God is a big woman that's from the bio that cooks gumbo.
What? Oh, let me.
Yeah.
Oh, they are making a movie. Wait,
Yeah,
2017. They already made it.
It's coming.
Is it about a grieving father who suffers a family tragedy and receives a mysterious invitation to visit a shack deep in the wilderness?
It's a
Where he
great
can
book.
his darkest fears and experiences a transformative spiritual journey? That sounds good.
Yeah, that
Have
was
you
probably the last book I read. Yeah, The Shack.
Well, there's a movie about it now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's coming. Yeah, but
It got a 20% rating though. That's probably why I never heard of it.
I think it's just because it's wholesome about loss in some ways.
Oh, they
About
don't like that.
accountability in another. what it is that we carry in life, right?
Was it like The Road? Did you see The Road?
It's
That's
different.
another book
You'll see.
made into a movie.
I know The Road.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'd say there's good books out there that I've never read that I probably should read. Have you read? I mean, you know the way they have this list of 100 books you should read. Have you read those
Yeah.
Russian books there?
In Peace and War.
Which one?
In Peace and War.
Yeah, the Russian authors. The
War and Peace. Tolstoy.
yeah, and all that.
Yeah, I've read some of the Russian authors. They're good. Chekhov, Tolstoy. What's the other one? The Dostoevsky. God, Notlaws, you're obsessed with this Chile guy. Any update on the pastor too that got fired for pronouns? Yeah, well, like I said, if anybody ever wants to do a book club, let me know. I got plenty of books.
What are you reading now?
Oh, Notlaws is doing his trolling. There's people in Louisiana, like 2 cases so far where they got fired for refusing to use pronouns, and they're gonna probably end up being court cases that may end up at the Supremes for a final ruling. Because the argument is compelled speech versus harassment. Is it compelled speech to force someone to use a pronoun they don't agree with, or is it harassment to not use the preferred pronoun? And so the courts are going to have to decide, or the legislative bodies, if enough people.
And could this go all the way up to the? Could this go all the way up to the
I'm thinking it
Supreme
will.
Court?
One of these or a similar case somewhere else, I'm sure eventually will. Because we need a decisive closure to this issue. I'm definitely on the side of free speech. If you want me to call you a certain thing, that it's your job to pass and convince me you're that thing. I don't want the state compelling it from me. Like, nobody forces us to say yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, or no ma'am. So we don't need to be forced to say specific pronouns. I think that can be negotiated among adults without state intervention. But when it happens in the workplace, they reframe it as harassment. It comes into this civil rights discrimination area. Well, welcome.
So,
how are you?
Good. Ready for some conversation. Keep it up.
Good. What?
hello.
What's
Nice
been
to
going
see you
on?
again.
Thank you. Thank you. Don't let me interrupt.
Oh, you're not. No, you're the feature now. We haven't seen you in a while. We want to update.
I'm the feature. Oh my! I've been doing a lot of nothing. Family is in New Zealand and Australia, so I've been doing as much little as possible, and I've been doing pretty good at that.
It seems like it. We haven't.
Thank you.
What are you busier in the summers? Like, with...
I would say I'm busiest in the spring. Summer, it gets so hot at the moment that I really struggle to get out there and do the shitty stuff. Like, I've had to weed eat a couple times in the last couple days. That sucked a lot.
And something looks a little different about you.
Is it the double chin?
I don't know if it's double chin. I think it's the head.
Are you hiding your double chin with your beard?
Usually.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yes.
Like,
it's called wisdom plastic.
Look at my beard.
I don't even notice a double. Wait, let me see double chin.
I don't have a double chin.
That's
No,
not.
It's
That's
just
barely
it's the way
a
that the
chin
skin,
and a
it's
half.
the way the skin
You all get that little
looks.
double.
It's just the look of the skin with the beard there. It just makes it all uniform.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I think this is a great look.
Yeah.
No, beards are the way to go, man.
Dude, will you take testosterone supplements?
Never.
What supplements?
Because the boss of the military in America wants to test the soldiers for testosterone.
Oh, I saw that. Have testosterone testing for the military.
Curious.
I haven't
me.
looked into it. I'm not sure about the science behind that, but
What?
I think
don't
they
know what
want
the story is.
manly people in the military, and part of it's like a backlash against the perceived softening from the trans and LGBT people. They want
get
So,
boys.
so if they let
soldiers,
trannies in
hardy
the
people.
military,
What
if
do
they
you
let
guys
trannies
like?
in the military,
I don't know
they
if
just
it's
wear freedom hormones.
specifically about trans. They just want masculinity. They want soldiers that can go out on the field and kill. They don't want these soft, hypersensitive soy people in the military. And
That's
they're using
crazy. Why would they want that?
testosterone to gatekeep.
Why wouldn't they want more flamboyant soldiers?
I don't know, because
Well, gay people and trans people probably have more testosterone than a lot of people in the military.
I don't think it's testosterone.
Well, I guess
Such a
you'll find
weird
out.
claim.
Forward,
That's such a weird
It's
claim,
one
dude.
aspect that makes a soldier a soldier. Okay, that's why you have like a a gradient. Like this is where you can go, this is where you can't. Why? Because you're out. You don't make the mark, buddy. Out.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. So that the goalposts have changed, right? As they say. And that's probably because warfare has changed, correct? Because now
Well,
it's like,
definitely.
right. I think it takes less testosterone now that we're not doing as many ground wars.
Only if you're running the drone or something. Like if you're still on the ground and you're a grunt, you need to be beefy. You need to be a testosterone up beef.
I know. You got to get there, bro. Also, it depends because a lot of it comes into what you standardize to do, and warfare changes all the time. So what we're doing is we're not doing the old school. Let's go on beaches anymore and stuff. That never happened. We got things that come out of the sky. People are like, hey,
Yes.
yeah, what's going on?
Much more efficient.
Well, exactly that. So, and America has the best ones.
Yes.
And seriously,
We have shiny toys.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, amen to America.
Like AI drones.
And damn right, you better say that.
It's not about the AI, bro. It's about the people that actually govern those things that go down. AI is different.
Yeah, but the AI
gonna
can
automate
control
it.
the drones in the future.
I'm sure China has an automated drone warfare system.
When it gets off, when it's allowed to go away, when it knows that this becomes like the target area, you can utilize this to come back. But you can't have it coming back on yourself. I mean, the whole thing, like they did something really interesting. Okay, sending information through what we have stored data wire, right? They did it. Nobody knew. I want to say the best about it because it was actually, a transmission of what is quantum computing within what we live today. And then still it happened. And they proved it happened. And so, we're free from that. If you really know that where it's going to, your McAfee or your who's going to hack you stuff.
Who uses McAfee? Does anybody use McAfee?
No, didn't you know?
Palantir?
Hang on, you're going to,
I mean, normal people. I delete the minute I get a new computer. I delete that shit, that bloatware. Nobody uses that.
Jeff, do you know guys bought this really big screen recently from LG OLED? Really nice. They plugged it into the PC, it started downloading. Guess what? Malware to their system, and then went, hey, how about some McAfee? For real. People are like shitting themselves. LG screens are done. Yeah, look it up, man. It's hilarious.
Oh, it's on. You're saying it's on TVs now?
It's embedded. No, not TVs. It's screens.
Computer monitor.
Yeah, computer monitors, and the
I
monitors
thought
were
that
plugged
was
in. Yeah, but it's still like, come on, you weren't telling me there was no, and it also gave access to all resource. That's the funny thing, all resource.
Well, supposedly, like some TVs have cameras in them now, too.
Well, no, but it shouldn't be that way. As in, why is that?
Well, then go tell the tech company, go lobby, go advocate. But it is that way because the companies making this can put whatever they want in their product.
Did buy it is not happy with the way
You don't
that
have to buy it.
the company has dealt with it. I'm just saying, will there be an aftermath? Will there people be understanding what's happening? Because when you buy something, it's like, oh,
most consumers are probably not worried. They just want a TV that can play their shows.
Not when they're buying that fucking screen, Jeff. They're not buying it because they want malware. They know what's going on.
But all screens and TVs now are smart internet TVs.
No, but this one actually wasn't designed for. It was.
I got a new TV a few months ago, not too long ago, and It works like, I don't know what's on it. I plugged it in. It works like a TV. That's all I care about. It might have a camera. It might have McAfee, but none of it affects its function as a TV.
Don't worry
so I don't
about
worry
Big
about
Brother,
it.
Jeff. Don't worry about that. Just because
I
they're watching
don't.
you
If
change
Big
doesn't
Brother
mean
is,
anything.
I wish Big Brother would subscribe to my show and send more people over. If people find me
It needs
exciting
to be
enough
a
to
good
sit there and
relationship
watch all
with
day
it.
on a camera, let
Right.
them.
I mean, I hope you can figure out that networking, get that set up.
The what?
I hope you can figure out the network with Big Brother so it can be set up to have more viewers through there.
Right.
Surveillance
Leverage
system.
Big Brother.
Yeah. I think you would make
I
Big
wish-
Brother better. He's kind of like predictable and boring,
It might make my numbers go up.
probably.
Well, Big Brother is like God or the Jews. I'm not sure. I think it's both.
That's
How
so
US.
weird.
How did the Jews get in here?
How did God be first and then it's the Jews? How does the whole
Well, they're
process?
the chosen ones. They're the chosen ones.
Oh,
and they
wait,
run
wait.
the-
Who's playing music? Hang on. Sorry. Oh, that's me. I got something playing in the back. What the fuck is going on?
You're getting hacked, Jeff.
I hear music. Hang on.
It's the Goy slop.
Yo, I'm not kidding. There is music playing somewhere from my computer, and there's nothing open that's playing music. I don't know where this music is coming from. Speaking of Big Brother, this is freaking me out. Y'all hear music?
I'd have to turn my speakers up. I don't really hear it at the moment.
Does anyone hear me? It's like elevator music coming out of something in my room. Is it the camera? What is?
It's not the speakers?
Dude.
It is coming out of the speakers, but it is not coming from any of you.
You don't have any other tabs open?
No. I closed everything. I have Oh, maybe it's Discord. How did I ended up? That's what it was. Somehow I ended up in a Discord voice channel by mistake that was playing music. All right. But it happened at the same time we were talking about
Paranoid.
software and devices and Big Brother.
Well, you know, men
What a
love
rush.
talking about scary shit.
What? I don't even know.
We
where
do
I
like
was.
talking about scary stuff, you know what I mean, man?
Talking about, yeah, but living it out. No. Oh my God. All right, I'm good.
Let's stay away from the ghost stories. So, Jeff, how's it going with life, man? Last time I really talked to you, you had left the coffee experience. And then actually no, it was you were playing the mage game with your buddies.
Yeah, Mage is still going. It's a very interesting game. We're playing in the My Little Pony universe, which I know nothing about,
That's
and I
so
didn't
gay.
think to research. And all the answers lie in My Little Pony. The more I know about it, the more I'm going to do well at this game. So I need to.
Are you the only gay guy in the group? Is it like comically My Little Pony, or is it like really enjoy My Little Pony? That
It's weird because we have to disguise ourselves as ponies as part of the game. So I'm an earth pony, whatever that is, pistachio. My name is Butternut, and but you're playing the game serious, like you're trying to stop the bad guys. You have to strategize as if this was a serious mission, but you're doing.
Oh,
it
you
as
guys were serious. That was some nerdy numbers happening right there, bro. That was a lot of sheet work.
Yeah.
Are you surviving?
We have a
pony
certain
work?
amount of time to finish the mission, and I think this is our last session this week. We extended it a little bit, so and then after
Are you
that we'll go
saving
into
the
some
world?
other universe.
Are you successfully overcoming the My Little Pony dilemma?
I think so. We have there's these two salesman ponies that are trying to introduced this cider making machine that's advanced and high tech, and it's a medieval universe. So we don't want that high tech machine in their world, because it's gonna, if they adopt that paradigm, then the technocracy is gonna have an advantage. So we have to figure out a way to stop these people from gaining a foothold with this machine. So we either have to shut the machine down or convince the people like not to adopt it.
What is your strategy? What is your strategy?
Well, they're having a big cider making contest coming up in terrorism. So we have a few days to prepare, and it's going to be judged, and it's going to determine, like, they're going to use this machine for the contest. So if they're successful, then the machine's going to be like the wave of the future. But if they're not successful, then they may just stick to their current way of making cider.
Sabotage.
Yeah, sabotage.
Can you do magic and prayer and stuff?
You can, but if your magic is too blatant, then people, you have to do magic within the paradigm of the pony universe. And if you do anything that goes outside of that paradigm, it risks reality is gonna come back at you.
Look, that happened. Not Love has a very
tried to cast a ritual, and reality didn't like that.
Not Love's suggestion may work for sabotage.
Well, we're gonna try to work on the machine itself, but we're also doing a lot of social and political maneuvering to try to get the people. Like, I'm working with the mayor, some of the judges. We got a visiting princess. So if the really powerful people don't adopt the paradigm, that could stabilize it for everybody else.
Can you just assassinate those ponies and put?
We might do that too. We have a cyborg, like Terminator type cyborg robot involved that I think is disguised as a Pegasus.
Yo, if you're not going to play ball, we're going to slit your throat and put in the pony that we want in control. Word. That's crazy. That's a lot of manipulation.
Wait, our cyborg is a robot, half human, right? So you're working with a robot. So what's the issue here? You're against technology, but you're using technology against technology. That's
some of the mages do use, because the important thing is not the technology itself, it's the paradigm that it reinforces to work under. So in the modern world, the technocracy, the technocratic paradigm is the dominant paradigm of reality. So anytime you do magic, as long as it appears as technology, it doesn't look like magic because it's working within the current paradigm. But a lot of the mages have different types of magic than technology, and so they're the ones most at risk when they try to do their magic. But if you can work your magic in some kind of technological way, you have a better chance of not getting backlash. And so some of the mages use technology, but with a slightly different paradigm than the technocracy.
It sounds like Star Trek, because like you're beaming down to a planet and like fitting in with society, even though you have super ability to try and solve problems.
That's kind of how it is.
Manipulate society.
It's mission, but we're stationed out of the North Pole, and Santa has this big high-tech fortress disguised as like this candy cane house, and he's the one sending us on all the missions. He's some like high level mage.
You're like Charlie's ponies, Santa's ponies.
So is this like a Discord game with online people and everything?
Yeah, it's a Discord. You play it through Discord.
You jump in and he's
Are you one of the little pony mages also African? No.
No. He's not
I can see you being too chaotic as a mage, and you wouldn't be able to
they have chaotic mages specifically.
But then they're showing their magic off everywhere, and
you'd be great at that.
They'll know.
Oh, come on, man. RW, I'm more of a fucking paladin. That's what I've always governed myself on, as a paladin.
Yeah, okay.
I can see that.
Yeah, he can just smash the problem.
A bush paladin.
It's not a tank. A paladin is not a tank.
Well, they're midway to a tank.
Yeah, I know, but it's not a tank. So it doesn't full force. It goes.
Your job is just to look holy.
Then make sure that people are well. And
yes, your job is to look holy and good to the group.
You bring the light into the world. Yes.
Yeah.
Paladin,
and then you smash things
with your heroes. Exactly, your heroes, the guys that actually give you grace. Therefore, let's get it. And those guys do the damage, not me.
I'm the good guy.
Because that's the way it is, you know.
That's fair.
So did you ever play what's called what's that game that South Park criticized a lot when people were playing it a lot? What's it called again?
Pokemon,
No.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Catch 'em all. What was the question? It was too broad of a question.
It was
Park.
South Park did a comedy on it, and it's called people were playing it back in the day. I think it was like 10 years ago. It's not as popular.
Among
Called
Us?
no, forgot.
Was it a role playing game or a video game?
Yeah, a guy came up to me once and said, "I'm a teepee, I'm a wigwam. I'm a teepee, I'm a wigwam." I said to him, "Relax, man. You're too tense."
That's what I was thinking, Beak. Is it World of Warcraft?
Oh,
There we go, baby.
Yeah, yeah.
That's one of the paladin's jokes.
that's
Yeah.
you're a good paladin, dude.
Hilarious.
It would have been World of Warcraft because I do remember that, where they just sat on the computers and wore diapers and everything and never stopped playing.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was AOL for me.
you diapered up for AOL,
And now it's YouTube.
He didn't diaper up. His mama came, "Mom,
Mom, help! Pit stop.
bad. Yeah, it's bad." She came down, "Oh, mommy's good." Oh, it was awful.
AOL was definitely addicting, dude. AOL is
Yeah,
what got
it
me into the
was.
beast.
Y'all don't know how much I held my pee playing on that thing.
Man,
Because if the chat goes so fast, if you step away for just a few seconds, you miss like entire parts of the conversation.
Entire important parts
you're
of information.
so fixated on the screen because you don't want to miss a moment of
That's
the drama that's scrolling by.
FOMO.
Yes. And it wasn't like YouTube where you could pause it or rewind, or like you either got it when it was there or you missed it.
It literally reshaped society.
It was life. It was probably the biggest single factor of, because it took me from my local environment and it extended me all across the world. And I met people from other states. I moved to California. Everybody I met was through a computer. It expanded my social circle like by orders of magnitude. And you could interface through text before you met in person. So it like cut down some of the social weirdness that I was encountering from meeting people.
So
it gave a smoother entry point into
Jeff,
meeting.
It was Netscape, wasn't it? Or was it AOL?
AOL.
Netscape was after AOL.
And we used to have AOL parties
So
where everybody
was
showed up with their AOL screen name on their name tag. And you get to meet everybody in person.
Yeah. So he's AOL on Netscape. Hey, look how bad that looks.
Was Netscape more like the international?
I think it's the way that it would just utilized the way they sold it.
It was free, wasn't it? Netscape was
because
free,
it was
but you
more
had
of
to
a
watch
browser. Netscape was
yeah,
more
but
of a
it's how
browser.
you utilized it, didn't you? Because people forgot, like, you know, you had
Netscape Navigator.
Didn't you? The addresses weren't really a avenue. Like there wasn't like Google that was that, right?
I remember Alta Vista. There was like Yahoo
Alta Vista
search and
Alta
Alta Vista, and I used Alta Vista, and eventually Google came out and replaced all of that.
And bitch slapped them all. They're like smack, all of them died.
Because it was Yahoo and GeoCities.
One as well. ICQ back in the day.
ICQ is what I use Netscape for. Netscape is how I got on ICQ.
Exactly the way, jumped on. Yeah. Well, it was very interesting the way that actually came about when we were actually running it. As kids. Yeah, and I forget. Yeah, they took that HTML came out. We could actually operate it. They didn't even have security then. You could just go.
Check out my GeoCities website, bro. Check out all the pictures I put on it, and one of them moves, and there's a counter that shows how many friends looked at it. Yeah, sweet.
And you could pimp out your Facebook, your MySpace page too with
That's when you really started to get glitzy and glamorous. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It was GeoCities and then MySpace, and then Facebook destroyed all that. Facebook just ate it.
Yeah. And here we are still. And then
Facebook
Twitter was shortly after Facebook and YouTube. So Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, all about the same time in the mid-aughts. And we're still kind of using those same platforms.
Well, now there's different social medias like Vimeo, what else? Blue Sky.
But they don't have the dominance that YouTube does. or Facebook or
YouTube
Twitter.
has
I
an
think those are
entertainment
still-
dominance.
They have Instagram, but Facebook got that, so it's still Facebook.
Short. I don't know how long short format entertainment's going to last as the trend, like TikTok and all that. I hope society moves back to a more in-depth information transfer instead of quick, small dopamine hits. It's
like
more
they'll burn out on it.
in-depth.
To me, it's like watching
Yeah.
commercials all the time. Like instead of a feature film or TV show, it's like the attention span of just a series of short commercials for the
Yeah.
entire span.
And the commercials are mixed into it, and you don't know sometimes if you're watching a commercial.
So,
Ooh, well, that fuck. All right, next. It's a thing, bro. But I don't know if society's gonna stay with it for 10 years.
I guess
Well,
it's
I-
up
I-
to the next generation, however they
I watch
turn
a
out.
lot
They
of
might
long
decide they
videos.
had enough.
People actually watch more long videos on YouTube than before, I heard. So they do like watching the long videos, but then they also watch the shorts. So
On YouTube, perhaps, but for the
TikTok.
majority of Instagram and TikTok and what a lot of people consume, I think more of society consumes TikTok than they do YouTube, even though YouTube's massive. I'd have to look at the numbers, and I will now, but that's my
YouTube is the largest platform, but TikTok, I think, has the short that short format market, and so
Short?
YouTube
S-H-A-R-T?
Shorts was their attempt to catch up to and compete with TikTok. So TikTok kind of forced YouTube to shift their strategy to compete with TikTok. The going vertical, the shorts, all that stuff. YouTube started incentivizing that.
and there's loads of live channels, like people just doing lives, and people just watch them live. It's funny.
Those are the ones I like. I like seeing real people.
I'm getting a spit out from Grok right here for at any given moment. Are more people using TikTok or YouTube in the USA? Hopefully it gives me something. I don't really use grok.com that often, but it's much more in-depth than on X. Monthly active users, YouTube is 253 to 259 million, and TikTok is 136 to 170 million. So YouTube does
YouTube
have
is-
the advantage.
And that's
But
just
TikTok's
with the
been around
shorts.
for 1/10 the time.
Plus, supposedly the Chinese propaganda thing too.
It's definitely used as all media is propaganda.
Yeah, but it's the fact that it's particularly from a foreign power, like a foreign.
It's brilliant.
strategic-
It's a brilliant move. They're giving us the phone technology and the media propaganda on it. It's a good
who's
play.
giving us what? What are you talking about?
China's giving us
TikTok.
our
China-
propaganda.
no, China-
we're
China's-
we're buying it directly from them and enjoying it directly from them.
Do you guys? Okay. Do you think there's like a bigger players in action here? So it should always be like what China, Russia, America. Should be like America, Britain, China. Or,
No,
Well,
it's not- I'm not
according
saying they're
to
number one, but
The
that's something they're
CIA,
doing.
our strategic threats are China, Russia, Iran, North Korea.
yeah.
I think those are the main ones.
What about Israel? Israel runs the
No,
social media.
Israel's an ally.
Yeah, I get you. That's why it's always said like, oh, the devil's coming from Israel, brothers. He shall sit in the throne of David. Isn't
I
that
don't know
weird?
what that means or what the
Oh,
devil
I mean, that's
Israel
why
is.
they believe the Christ wasn't.
I'm way more I would be way more concerned about China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea
It
than I
doesn't
would
matter
be
about my.
Are you talking
I
about
don't
like a
think Israel
cabal, or are you talking about
has-
another actual nation?
I'm talking about actually like the whole thing about the Zionists, saying that
Okay.
we're their little.
But okay, hang on, because people use that word to mean 100 different things
Oh, no,
nowadays.
okay,
So
so
when you
it's-
say Zionist, what specifically are you using it to mean?
Okay, not in that regard.
Because it's just a boogeyman word at this
Can
point.
I say what I thought he meant?
I like
real
it. It is a boogeyman. That's not good.
I,
That's
I
right.
thought he was using it as a group inside of a nation that's inside of multiple nations. So it's bigger than one nation. It's a whole group of people that
Oh, way
think a
bigger.
certain
Yeah,
way.
way bigger. Yeah.
I mean, they're not that large of a population to begin
It's
with.
not
so-
Judaic. I'm not looking
That's just
at,
an example.
Yeah,
Like the Bilderberg Group, the Trilateral Commission, all those people that Alex Jones just talked about.
The you know, there's loads. There's loads of other like subsidiaries, I
The
guess.
Council on Foreign Relations, the World. I think the World Economic Forum is not that bad though. I like it.
Wait, that's all Zionism to you?
You like the World Economic Forum? Did you just say that out loud?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the
Sean's a
Zionism.
globalist. He wants us all eating fermented bacteria.
Yeah,
Factory
I'm
made. That's
50-50 on it. See, I got into this because my father was big in conspiracies. Like when 9/11 happened, he was all into the conspiracy shit. And then I was listening to it. I was like, this is cool. And then the internet came along, and then I was watching videos about it. Alex Jones and all that. I was listening to the radio, the Alex Jones radio.
You're that young, Sean. Yeah.
I'm like 34.
You like? Oh yeah. He's
You're like 34 or you are 34?
I'm 34.
he's in 20 or 30. What's he saying? 30 or 20?
I'm 34.
30.
30.
It's not, you're not
30.
dude. Fuck off.
30.
34, my guys.
34.
Brother. You're mad. Here you go.
But anyway, so like if the Jews, the Zionists, are running the world, I wouldn't mind it.
Well,
'cause
hang
they're
on.
better
There are
than-
two again. Let's be precise with our terms. There's two different groups we're talking about there. Y'all even just said that yourself. So don't conflate all Jewish people.
But they
with
always
whatever Zionism
accuse the
is.
Jews of destroying the planet. The conspiracies of the Jews destroying the world has been going on now forever.
Yeah, but
And this-
yes, it has, and so is a bunch of other groups. It's the white men, it's the Jewish people, it's the WEF. There's always some little group of shadow people
All
running
those groups, all those
science
groups
fiction
are a part of
narratives.
the pie, in my opinion. I don't think the Jews are a massive part of the pie. I think they're a part
The
of the pie.
Republicans,
I don't even
the
think there is a
MAGA,
pie.
Yeah, I
the
believe
Democrats,
when you say that, Jeff,
the
that you don't believe there's a
Democrats.
pie. I believe there's a
I mean,
pie.
who are the nicest people in the world right now? I think the Irish. Well, the Irish have lost their cred.
The nicest people in the world?
Oh, come on, man. We're
It's
all
probably
nice.
the Americans.
Don't be like that. Don't generalize.
Are you
No.
serious?
Well, why are you going to generalize? How's that going to work? Like, fucking hell, bro.
Well, let's see what the computer says.
Nicest people.
Let's see what AI says.
It'll probably be like the Finns. Who
I
are
want
the-
objective only, zero subjective, all AI. Here we go. Just bias.
There's the friendliest countries in the world, which they actually track and rate.
literally.
Oh my God! You want to know number one?
United
can't-
States.
I can't even bear to bring my lips to say it,
It's the
but
United
it
States.
makes sense. This one right here,
It's China.
Canada.
Oh, Canada! You're highlighting the pony dropping comments from Canada. The ones that we are terrified.
This guy right here, nicest
smoking us out.
country in the.
What do you guys think of the tax on natural disaster happening in Canada?
I don't even. Oh, man, How did I get so? Was I in like a time capsule or?
Trump
how did I
just
get
put a
so out of
post out
touch with
that's
everything
basically
going
saying
on?
we're going to tariff Canada for the repercussion costs of all the smoke that's coming down from there.
Oh, I did see something about that. I think that's silly.
That's crazy.
I mean, we have smoke too. Like,
This basically saying
have
because they
wildfires.
have so much unmitigated forest, all this untouchable, inaccessible woods that they're not upkeeping so that it burns less. When all that burns in a natural event and the smoke comes here, we have to pay more for stuff. So, it's
but then I
clearly
think that
Canada's
should
job
apply
fix
to
it.
us too. That should apply to everybody that's not managing their forest, including us.
I think we could manage our forests. I don't know if Canada can manage their forests. Not
No, they
realistic.
were never managed. Most of those forests were never managed. They're only burning now.
Not
'cause
lies.
of
Why
climate change.
can't y'all get a handle on your forest?
Because they have like 5 people and 360 million hectares of forest.
Well, what is this offset against? This 120 billion against the damage from recovering from the fires? Which one
It's
is?
because of the heat wave. There's a probably heat wave going on in Canada. and it's
global
increasing the
warming.
fires.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what.
Isn't
man-made
128
climate
billion
change.
not laws just for maintaining around where people are living? whereas 128 billion.
I bet
For
the
all the
immigrants
farmers.
would do it for less. Y'all could import a bunch of immigrants.
I don't
Well,
know
the
if that's-
Americans should all
I
move
think
to
that's-
Canada, but I
don't know if
guess
that's
not
Or
like-
prisoners,
like,
because we were using prisoners for a while to help fight the fires.
Just give them their freedom if they live in the
Do
forest.
y'all
and
even
fight
have
fire.
prisoners up there? Or maybe the made people, like in order to get made, they have to help fight a couple of fires and then they get their final rest.
I was looking at numbers today because someone was telling me how Trump did a good thing, and I was trying to explain how it's not possible. But it would take 10 to 20 to 30 years to even finish the project of going out and working on all the forests. And then they couldn't even, by the time they did all that, they'd have to start over and do it again. So it's
a
like the
manpower
ability for them
issue.
to pay and have the manpower to take care of that much land is not realistic.
What if they got some planes and went up in the atmosphere and seeded the clouds with like some weather control rain making stuff?
yeah, that's
Isn't,
what I was
isn't
Bill
Bill
trying to
Gates
say.
trying to block
Yeah,
out the
you
sun?
should,
Like
you should
something
call
like
Bill
that?
Gates and see if he's willing to drop some particles. It sounds like
Well,
it's a good
Trump could
money-making
do it.
opportunity.
I mean, do you think Trump will change his mind if it gets really bad climate-wise? He probably will.
Clint change
What do
his
you
mind
mean?
on what?
On climate change and environmental problems.
Well,
Well,
how
science-
bad does it have to get within the rest of his lifetime for him to
Well, he's got another
It's got to
2
be in the
years,
next 2
right?
years.
Yeah.
It's gotta
So
be
if
the
it
next
gets
2
really
years.
bad, like if El Nino gets really bad, he'll go, "Oh shit, I was wrong about climate change," and he's going to start
Yeah,
war for
no.
to solve it.
No chance. No chance.
I
at
don't
all.
think that's how science works. I don't think one El Nino is going to determine.
Well, even if it's not
definitively.
science and it's just Trump, that's not how Trump works. Trump
Well, he
is.
did
Trump's
change
gonna
his
be
mind
Trump.
on Iran. He lied to you guys about stopping wars, and he started a war.
Do you think
He
anything that
didn't-
comes out of a president's mouth has any real
He didn't
value?
lie to me. I never think a president is going to go in office and never be able to avoid all wars for 4 years. That's just unrealistic. You don't know what's going to
Yeah, but
happen.
he
in the
said we
4
need to
years, and
end
you
the
have to be
wars.
prepared for warfare at any time because we have enemies and we don't know what they're going to do. So that's stupid for a president to even say, like, I promise I will never fight a war. Even if we're attacked by our enemies, we will never fight back. That's just dumb.
That's a good time
So
for
I
Canada
never
to take
take that
over.
seriously.
Canada could just
No, but he
roll in and
did
take
say we
America.
need to
And I
end
have
the
no
war
patience
and-
for the no war crowd anyway. They are not living on planet Earth in the species Homo sapiens. If that's a pie in the sky childhood fantasy of no war.
I'm not a Homo sapien.
Homo. But anyway, yeah, you're right, Jeff. But I'm just saying he was talking about like ending the war in Ukraine and like the war.
Well, he
was
tried.
quite
He
anti-war in the
did.
beginning.
He had those meetings with Zelensky and Putin and all that. So
Theater,
it's not
bro.
his war to end, though. Like that's not even he's not even one of the parties involved in the war. How is he going to end the war?
Did you see
Yeah,
the
he's not
recent
even-
drone strikes from Ukraine? Have you seen the smoke billows from the most recent? Yeah, Russia just got hit pretty hard.
Yeah, man, Putin. He's a bit of a troublemaker.
Oh, you don't want us to have a military, not less? We have enemies. We're like the biggest country in the world. We're the biggest target on the entire planet. And we have actual enemies, and you don't want us to have a military. You're a Canadian. Nobody cares about you. You have nothing to offer the world. Nobody's out to attack you. There's no
Ouch.
strategic advantage to Canada at all. So I know you have a hard time relating of what it's like to actually need a military.
Ouch, man, that was brutal. Brutal.
No, man, the Canadians helped the Europeans a lot in World War One and
They
Two.
burnt down
They're
our White
pretty
House.
sad.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know that he thinks we're bullies and that we need to stop our superpowerness and be not a superpower and just chill out and let other
He's jealous.
parts of the world take care of us. Not sure it works that way. I'm pretty confident that
America,
to be a superpower, you have to act like one.
You guys are all the Republicans are all about ending New World Orders and stuff and globalism, but the Republicans always start war to increase globalization because when you start a war abroad, you're increasing your power.
What are you talking about? What
if the Republicans are anti-death and anti-foreign war,
everybody's anti-death. Who's pro-death?
No, I'm talking about debt. Sorry, debt.
Oh, debt. Okay.
So if you start wars, you have to spend a lot of money, so you go to debt. So the Republicans start wars. In the last 100 years, the Republicans started more wars than the Democrats. Could be wrong. So
That's sweet.
Wars actually increase to your multinational one world government stuff. So the Republicans actually want a one world America government.
I think both parties want a unified power. They just disagree.
Both parties have been involved in starting wars, but historically Republicans have been associated with a more militaristic foreign policy. That's not saying they've started more wars, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Presidents of both parties have initiated military action, which I'm glad our presidents have the ability to do that.
But I'm saying that like the Republicans have started dumber wars like the Iraq, Afghanistan, what else?
Wait, hang on. We are the biggest doorstop to world peace, not all the terrorist activity around the world. Us. Not less. I'm sorry, but I think you're insane and delusional.
Okay, instead of like
a nicer way to say it.
If you guys stopped spending so much on the military, maybe you could spend more on educating the rest of the world and make them like.
Why is that our job?
Educate them on what?
Well,
why is it our job?
Why is that our job?
Yeah, but why are you spending so much in foreign bases when you can have like education
to control them?
Probably strategic necessity.
Yeah.
I doubt we would pour a bunch of resources into a base if we didn't need it or think we needed it.
If you're a superpower and you're going to manipulate the world, you have to be all over the world.
Yeah. I mean, I know I'm probably too idealistic. I know that the world is not all peace and love. But hypothetically,
right.
in a peace and love world, right? We'll all be like hippies, like Jesus. We'll be very Jewy, and we won't have.
You couldn't even finish your own
like
bullshit.
Jack Palcott all over the planet.
What if America was not the superpower, is there another country you would prefer to be the superpower other than us? Is there
Canada,
another one you feel better with? Canada.
Canada should run the world, and Ireland.
Yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
Ireland and Canada.
Okay, I'm
then
going
there
to
would
stick
be
with
world
America,
peace.
so I'm not convinced.
And prices of maple syrup would be low.
Y'all are kidding. Canada's killing people. Like, you could just go walk in and say, "Hey, I don't want to live anymore." And they're like, "Oh, come right this way. Sit in this little."
Oh, we got a solution for you. Let's lay down here for a second.
I don't want them leading the world.
That scares me, though. The main program literally scares me because America's going to adopt that shit too, and people are just going to be systematically wiped. I don't like it.
We talk about like assisted suicide.
Yeah,
assisted dying.
Medical assistance in death.
They say assisted. It would just kill you.
So if you're depressed, you can just get there and do it. You don't have to.
I've seen stories of that being one of the reasons.
I'm pretty sure that a doctor has to sign off that it's okay for you to perform the procedure. But whoever that doctor is, whatever bias they have, whatever belief, blah 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 blah, I don't like it.
Well,
I mean,
I
talk
think
about murders happening.
If we have real bad problems like climate change, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people were to do it. But if we had the MAID program, then people would just get drugs and stuff, given to them.
Wait until we get our first story of how someone used the MAID program to murder somebody.
Oh yeah, obviously that probably might happen, but I still think it's fine if you're really sick and old. You know what I mean?
A peaceful way to die, I understand. A systematic version of it, I don't like it.
Yeah, I mean it's quite. I heard there was a lady.
Yeah,
I
think MAID is creepy. It makes me nervous. I don't think it's a feather in their cap.
Yeah, I mean it is
a lot about
ethical.
a feather cap before, but yeah.
It's like abortion, really. It's same issues.
Late term.
A lot of
Yeah.
there's a lot of
me too.
issues socially that
People
are
that are that casual about death and don't see the value of human life and how precious and miraculous it is kind of make me nervous.
Yeah, not the best herd. A herd that wipes its own.
I mean, there are reasons for taking a life, but I think they should be kept to the minimum and mostly self-defense and protection and stuff like that. But
if people
once you
want to off themselves, though,
start moving that bar you get more and more casual about it.
If people want a peaceful way to not be alive anymore, I think they should have access to that. Like, I think that's a fair right. It's a very sad and something I don't want to see happen. But at the same time, if someone really does not want to be alive anymore, that is a choice that they're allowed to make.
Well, that's why they have MAID.
Yeah,
Canada.
but my goal is to minimize that and keep that as close to zero as possible, and explore
I would like to
every
see
other
money,
alternative
yes.
before that one.
I would like to see with the MAID program, there's a counter program that they throw a lot of money at that's to help people not want to use MAID.
I don't know if there is.
Well, you would talk about therapy and social health care and
basically like my idea would be like centers and places where people can go and be and spend time and have leisure and be happy and experience a good experience, where you can use that space to talk about mental health and whatever they need, just to give them experiences instead of the shitty fuck that they have that they don't want to get away from and die.
Yeah, that would be nice, but
I think that's
Ireland,
way more forward thinking.
They have that in some places. I mean, the mental health stuff in Ireland, they have stuff like that for people who struggle. I mean, most countries probably do nowadays. A lot of rich countries have that.
Do they have something like MAID in Ireland, or is that so far
no,
just
they have. It's just, they're thinking about doing assisted killing for people who are older or sick, but it's not like MAID.
In what format?
Oh no, sorry, they don't have a law where you're allowed to kill yourself yet in Ireland, but they probably will get one in the future.
But like with the CO2 pods?
Yeah, probably. And I wouldn't be surprised in the future they'll have that.
Does it just the CO2 pod push the body directly into like the cremation? Like how efficient is the factory at MAID?
Well, you just get the gas for a couple seconds and then you burn to hell.
And then you burn in hell. Based on Catholicism, I know that's what they think, but I don't.
Well, it's not as bad as the Protestants, because the Protestants think everybody who's not Protestant is going to hell, or the Calvinists. Same shit. What? And the Jews don't even have an afterlife belief. They don't think there's an afterlife. That's pretty weird.
Why is that weird? I don't think there is either.
I mean, I thought the whole point of being religious is to have an afterlife.
Well, yeah, that's odd. Well, I mean, the Torah and the Bible speak of like when you die, you're nothing. You sleep. You don't go somewhere else and have another experience. So without the resurrection and Jesus Christ in that part of the story, then it's just more of a materialistic, atheistic kind of view of existence.
Yeah, which I now understand why the Jews are so progressive, because they have to do heaven on earth. The Messiah.
They want their kingdom on earth. Yes, they wanted their kingdom.
I thought, aren't the Christians wanting the same, like waiting for the same thing?
No, the Christians are waiting for to go to heaven and the earth to be remade, whereas the Jews, all that's not happening. The kingdom's just going to come to this planet and be in their time.
But why would they need to remake the earth if everyone's going to leave it?
Because of all the sin. The world is broken. The world needs.
But I'm saying, like in the Christian vision, the humans are not ultimately going to be on earth. So why the concern?
Yes, they will be
remaking? Oh,
they will be.
So is heaven going to be on earth or in heaven?
Heaven is not on earth. Heaven is another place, but earth is remade, and they're allowed to be in both places. Earth will be reborn. What?
That seemed like double dipping. They get two
It's not double
paradises.
dipping if that's like the what is written. It's just like heaven.
But
You go to heaven.
how is the only thing different from the Jewish vision is there's this extra place called heaven that they get to go to, because other than that, they're both going to like restore Earth to a paradise.
My understanding is they believe that their Messiah will come and give them power and glory and majesty, on Earth, without anything happening.
What is the Christian version?
The Christian version is that Christ will come and take his people to heaven and remake the earth. And then once the earth is remade, a new Jerusalem is placed on the earth. And the end of throwing the devil in the lake and all the sin being destroyed for good, humanity will be able to live on earth, but it also has the freedom to be in heaven if it wants to go to heaven. Like it's free travel.
So like if we colonize Mars or something.
I don't know at that point.
What is the difference between that and the Jewish vision of paradise on earth? Like the Messiah coming and
No, the Jewish version is there will be a Messiah, like a king, a guy who will reign for like 1,000 years or something.
Which is
going to be related.
Like in the Christian version, that's Christ, and in the Jewish version, that's some unknown Messiah.
It's called the Messiah.
Other than that, it seems like the same vision.
No, because in that version, where's the destruction of sin in the earth?
After that part is done, then it seems similar enough. Like
okay.
No. In Christianity,
the Christians have sin that's going to get destroyed, and they have an extra paradise they can go to. But it's both the concept of somebody's going to come and make the world a better place for everybody else.
No. In the Christian end of the world story, Revelations, loads of people are going to go to heaven, hell, and the minority will go to heaven. And Jesus will make heaven on earth and in heaven, I think.
Yeah.
And that's more of a
Jewish version. They come and they make it on earth without the heaven. But other than that, it seems very similar.
Not really, because it's a physical guide.
If you want to simplify it and say the Messiah comes and everything's cherry, that's fine. If it comes down to that simplicity, then sure.
I mean, that's what it seemed like to me.
And the Jews need to rebuild the temple. They need to rebuild the temple for the Messiah to come back. So that's probably why.
If the Messiah has the power to come back and make Earth this great place, why can't the Messiah just rebuild a temple? Like, I don't understand
miraculously
why the humans have to do something that the Messiah has even more power to do.
Yeah, that aspect, that belief is man-made. So them wanting to build that temple has nothing to do with the return of Christ. It's their version of what they need to do for their eschatology to play out.
Because their Messiah is not Christ.
Their Messiah is not Christ. That's correct. They killed Christ.
Whoever they're waiting on, they feel like they have to rebuild a temple for that person to come.
There's multiple faiths, including evangelicals, that want that temple built so that the eschatology can happen. So the end of time can play out.
So there's even Christians that...
Yes, there's Christian denominations that believe that same belief. I believe that belief is a Jesuit belief. It's a Jesuit doctrine.
But their Messiah in the Christian version, it's Christ that's going to come when the temple's built. Or is there like a second Jewish Messiah outside of Christ?
They believe a false Christ will come. So that's where it starts to get tricky. So the evangelicals, my understanding is that a false Christ will come, and then the real Christ will come. So, and to the Jews, they just
is that the Antichrist, like in the Omen?
Huh?
Is that the Antichrist?
Basically, there's a lot of different beliefs on the Antichrist and how it all works for the end of time. But it starts to mix and muddle once you get into the different faiths like Judaism, Islam, and Christianity. But they have very similar apocalypse type end time shit.
Does Islam have one too?
Yeah, they basically believe that war has to happen. Large war has to happen so that God comes
in
back.
Israel. Yeah, there has to be a huge war in Israel and the end of the world, natural disasters before the Messiah comes back, or stuff like that.
I'm definitely like butchering the details. It's very generalized.
I can.
I'm
use
not sure
Grok or
if
something to
there's a
get better
huge
details.
war. I don't think that. I'm not sure if the Jews think there's going to be a huge war before the Messiah comes back. But I could be wrong. I think they all want a huge war before the Messiahs come back,
The
or
closest
natural
that,
disasters as well.
how Adventism relates when Seventh-day Adventism was first formed by the founders, they believed that, and Daniel, what Daniel's revelation or future prophecy was, is that the North and the South were going to go into a battle, and that was going to be the end of probation and the beginning of the close of time. And they believed that the North and the South were the Ottoman Empire and Israel. So at some point in the future, if Turkey and Israel get into it, it's going to make a lot of people start paying a lot of attention. Because if Turkey goes down into Israel and takes it over for a period of time and before it gets pushed out, that's what the prophecy is. If that happens, there's going to be a lot of people paying attention.
Wow.
And I'm definitely paying attention to Turkey. They're a very, very powerful force that's kind of just like looking at stuff happen around them.
Because they're hardly really in the news when it comes to whatever's going on.
That's right.
With Iran right now.
They're a massive force that doesn't really get mentioned. And they have moved down into Syria. They have taken over parts of Syria and mitigated the control of it. Because Syria is like a power vacuum ever since that guy was removed.
Oh, yeah. So they haven't established anything yet? I thought that group came in and kind of took over and stabilized it.
I'm not sure how the power system works over there.
Well, you talk about the Seventh-day Adventists. Is this their end of the world story where Turkey takes over?
It's not their current one. It's the founders' version. The current one is that they've changed their doctrine.
Oh.
They believe the North and the South is symbolic, and it means basically papal Rome, Catholicism is the North, and atheism is the South. So it's like a battle between ideologies. I mean, I see that happening, but I think it was like verbatim what because all of a sudden it goes, they take the whole Daniel prophecy and the whole thing is like legit and not symbolic until that very last sentence. And then they're like, oh, now that's symbolic. And I'm like, what? So I've backed away and I'm having some issues with doctrines at the moment.
Do you have a version that you accept?
I accept the original version, the original understanding of it being the Ottoman Empire. Which is
Turkey and Israel?
Yeah, Turkey and Israel at the end of the day. That's what I'm paying attention to. What's up, Moose?
What's going on? Do you have an opinion about the end of the world?
What's up?
That's what we're talking about? End of the world?
Kind of, sort of. We got to Bible.
Yeah, we love
Bible
it.
talk.
We love the end of the world stories.
I just want to make it to the end of the shift.
Yeah.
Oh, you're at work.
That's fair, dude.
Wait, let me see. That's your work? Look at you all managery.
I had a hat on.
Nice. Is that a splasher gum?
Nah, Airhead.
Are
you snack trolling? Oh, Airhead.
That's some blue 40 and a half right there, bro.
I'm taking it straight to the brain. I eat organic.
I'm
like
sure
every
that's
day.
passing the blood-brain barrier.
I'm getting those neurotoxins, and I'm fucking soaking in them right now.
And you're doing that to get to the end of the shift?
I don't know. No, I had to get some cash back, and I was like, "What's the cheapest thing?"
Oh.
And I was like, "Dude, I haven't had one of these for like 20 years," and I was like,
"That is not the same as it was 20 years ago. I'm sorry, it is not.
No, it's not. Much more blue.
It's so synthetic. Like back in the day, they at least had to have like sugar and shit in it."
I don't think I've ever had an Airhead.
So if we die today, just know that I probably died with some chemical poisoning.
As long as you make it to the end of the shift first.
We all did. What do y'all have the new pop M&M things? The freeze-dried M&Ms?
What?
Or the Pringle hot dog buns in a can? Those are so hard
Pringle
to find.
hot dog buns in a can? Are you fucking with me?
No,
I've never heard of it. Can you share this magic?
Unless Shift was fucking with us.
I saw a
Let's
guy
see.
that took chocolate and poured it into a can of Pringles, and it got all down in there, and then he cut it out of the can and like cut it up. That's the closest I have
They're
seen.
called pop dog buns, and these things come in a Pringle can. Oh wait, they're gone for good. What happened? But it's like sour cream and onion flavor, barbecue flavor, but they
Glizzy.
come in a Pringle can, but they're hot dog buns. So those, and then the
Bro,
pop M&Ms.
I feel so American right now.
Like, I don't know, man. I just ate some Blue 40 or whatever, but like Pringle hot dog buns in a can.
That you just took the gateway drug, dude. You're gonna be at Pringle hot dog buns in no time.
Yeah, that's like some like redneck bougie stuff.
You could have
I
that. That's
aspired
like
to be a
Fallout
bougie
food. That's like
redneck.
Fallout food, dude. That's the kind of thing you pull out of the vault 500 years later and just pop it and eat it, and it's still the same.
Oh, 500 caps. You want this Pringles hot dogs, bud?
500 caps. That's a bit heavy, man.
Hey, it's one of a kind. You only get it to try it once.
Yeah, that's probably all I'd want to try it.
Pringles hot
I
dog.
wanna
Did
try
you
it.
try it?
I do wanna try it.
You could take one of those cheese cans and just stick it in the top and blow it into the can and just make it cheesy bread. Real American. You're like, your face is grimacing. That's awesome. I wonder why they eat it. I can totally see my own wife eating that. I can see her eating that.
The buns?
The garlicky like one of her favorite things is that radioactive garlic bread you get for cheap for like at the grocery store, frozen. It's like generic brand bread with oven. That's like one of her favorite snacks.
Really?
So that's like
because we always get they have the big real garlic bread in the aluminum foil. That's not even that much expensive. So I don't know who would opt for the frozen kind if they have the.
She likes the garbage one.
Kind.
She's all about the nastiest company one.
Well, there's a market for it.
Moose doesn't give a fuck anymore. He's not organic anymore. He's going pure synthetic.
I'm going pure synthetic. Like, have you seen how your car runs on synthetics? So much better.
That's right.
Oh, you mean for the oil?
I'm just fucking making shit up.
I'm trying to make sense of that one, dude.
Yeah, the oil, synthetic oil.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, cool. It made sense.
Everything's fake and gay now.
Yeah, including.
I mean,
oil.
they're gonna put I think 15 or 20% ethanol into the gas now.
Like they're raising their percentage.
Is it because of the prices?
It's got to be conspiracy type crap just to destroy vehicles. There's no way that's a good idea.
No, you could. What's his name? Ford Diesel. Sorry, the guy who invented the diesel truck originally designed the engines for biodiesel or ethanol.
Oh, it's true. It says the feds plan to start diluting gasoline.
See, I didn't pull a Sean. I didn't just start making stuff up and like, hey, my feelings are like this. Like, I actually brought some like real facts and evidence. I didn't bring the evidence.
You're not
actually did a search.
You have a problem with people.
It says it improves engine performance and reduces emissions. So there's reasons for.
Ask if it's corrosive or destructive to the engine.
Okay.
Sorry, Sean. I was just kidding. I love you.
That's right. You're gonna start to love me soon enough.
That's right. That's how you respond to I love you. That's right.
What am I asking it? Is it corrosive to the engine?
Is ethanol in fuel corrosive to the engine?
Can be corrosive, but usually only in specific conditions. And modern fuels are engineered to reduce that risk.
Yes. Well, that's
water plus ethanol is actually what's more corrosive for certain metals than the ethanol itself. Mixing with water.
The problem with ethanol is that if it sits in the tank, what does it do?
I don't know.
It absorbs water.
Doesn't it separate the gas from the water or whatever? And it has like a, because like I don't know, the motorcycle. If I put no ethanol in it, I could leave it all winter, wouldn't gum up. If I put ethanol in it and I left it for even like a month, it would start to gum up the carburetor.
Exactly. Because it's absorbing water.
The AI said the same. It said, yeah, it can. It's hygrophobic, something, and it can pull moisture from the air as it sits.
Probably hydrophilic.
Hygroscopic. It pulls moisture.
Hydroscopic.
Hygro.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't think it's a good thing. I think it's a bad thing. But even like,
call
is
your
it cheaper to
congressman.
make? My
Tell
understanding is more expensive. It's more expensive to create that and add it.
Oh.
Than just having fuel and just paying for fuel and processing.
Yeah, it costs more to subsidize the farmers to grow the corn for the biofuel than just having fuel.
What a mess we're in.
What a mess. Someone decided at a table that wanted to make a lot of money that it was a good idea. And so they shook hands and both made a lot of money. And now we live in that
You
world.
think so? It's greed and corruption.
Absolutely. 100%.
Yeah, I mean, you don't believe that? You don't believe that people would sit down at a table and say, "Hey, check this out. I own the means of production. You own the land that the means of production needs to go on, so I can extract the resources. Why don't we make a deal?" Like, it makes
It's not my
sense.
default assumption, no. But then I'm the 17% that trust the government.
Yeah.
It's good to have you balance this out.
But also, like, if you look it up, like, those who rise to success in corporate and political office are usually can be considered psychopathic.
Pieces of trash.
Oh, I was even thinking about running.
You can look it up.
I hope you run, because then there'll be one less.
Okay, I
piece
will
of
look
trash.
it up. Let's see. Are most people who run for office psychopathic?
Or pieces of trash.
Or pieces of trash. No, ask them if they're scumbag pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Be rude.
Verbatim.
The more rude you are with the AI, the better. You have to be rude.
I have it. Well, I don't want to. I have it. It knows
You
me
have
as
to
nice.
be the
which
AI's
is very
daddy. You
rare,
can't
so
let the AI be your daddy. All right,
You
Jeff?
have a false relationship with your AI that you want to keep.
Let's see. Are most politicians psychopaths? There's a whole article. Research suggests, the word suggests, that many, not all, politicians exhibit psychopathic traits, which can be advantageous for leadership roles. However, psychopathy exists on the spectrum, and not all politicians are psychopaths. But lack of empathy, superficial charm, manipulative behavior, and fearlessness. I actually went to a political event last week where they had a bunch of candidates that were speaking and you could meet them. And one thing I noticed is I had a hard time telling which ones were fake and just giving like canned responses and which ones actually meant what they were saying, because a lot of them came across in that kind of politician salesman way. And so my brain was like, I want to believe them, but at the same time, I'm not 100% just because of the way they're presenting. You have to be careful.
Yeah, the politicians do promise stuff and then they never really follow it. They never do exactly what they wanted to do, because I guess politics is.
I'm not going to do that when I run. I'll be the future of politics. I'm going to do it differently. Because a lot of times I think they promise because they do intend, but when you get in office and start trying to actually execute, you run into all the ways that it's not going to quite work out like you told the people it would. So I think that's part of it.
Yeah.
But to me, if you're just outright lying, you're not going to last long in politics, because you have to build that trust and credibility with your constituents.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to overpromise anything. I'm going to be very realistic with them. Like, this is what I'm going to try to do. This is what I think is important. I can't promise when I get in there what's going to happen, but I will keep you updated.
Yeah, AI advisor. Charlie should be transparent.
I actually was using Charlie because there's candidates we're trying to get elected, and I did actually turn to Charlie for some strategy.
What if we just vote in Charlie?
I mean, you don't really know which politicians are already using them, but I don't know. I still want a human that
makes the final decision.
But I can make this promise to the people. I will let them know anytime I use AI if they want. Like if there's something that I used AI to contribute to, I will be transparent about that.
Can't you just have it so that
Say,
your
I
eyes
got
light
the
up
AI
when
to
you're
help me
Neuralink
with this
using?
bill, or I got it to help me strategize on this policy. I have no problem letting them know that.
Can you make it so that your eyes change color or light up when your Neuralink is processing AI information?
I don't know because I've never had a Neuralink, but
Well,
I don't know what's possible.
Try and go for that.
I can
future
use
if you go
AI
for
to
politics.
like manipulate the video and like use AI to
like make your
my
face
eyes
look
light
like a lizard or something when you're using AI.
But I will
You
have
get
real
Google
antlers.
Glasses.
I'm not using AI antlers.
You're getting the real McCoy.
I'm actually going to a city council meeting this week, so I'm going to check it out, scope it out, and see. My biggest worry is these meetings are so boring to me; they make my brain hurt. I don't know if I'm going to be able to actually sit through meetings to be a politician.
Maybe you'll get one of those guys that goes in there for comedic relief to talk to city council. And it'll be a
Oh
little
yeah,
more
I saw
entertaining
those
for you.
videos.
Like Alex Stein.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure the chances are slim, but
they're pretty much going to get what they get here on YouTube every day if I end up in office.
Yeah. I talked to my local politician once.
How'd they
I mean,
go?
our local politicians are quite local, so anybody could call them and talk to them because we're a small country.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What did you go to him for?
We were in. He's now the politician responsible for the environment and heritage. And I was talking to him about the environment. So that's cool.
Did you talk to him in person, or you called him, or what?
Yeah, I was talking to him in person in a boat. We were watching dolphins in the sea, and I was talking to him in the boat.
Oh,
for half an hour.
wow. That's pretty cool. How'd you end up on a boat with your local politician?
Well, we paid for it to see the whales, dolphins and stuff.
Oh, so you pay for access.
No, he owns the boat. He runs the tour stuff, and he wasn't a big politician yet, but he was a local one, and I was talking to him about the environment. That was pretty fun.
Did he help? Did he do anything for you?
Yeah, he's responsible now for the nature restoration law in Ireland, which is going to bring back like 20% of farmland back to nature. So that's a big responsibility.
Nice. So see, politics does work, y'all. The system works. Use it.
But I didn't influence him. He was already big into nature beforehand, so I didn't really influence
But still,
him.
your voice could have reinforced. Like if even that helps. If politicians are not sure which direction to go in, and they hear from people like you, they're like, "Yep, I'm going in the right direction."
Yeah.
I think we should all run for. I think everybody maybe not everybody in the panelverse, but a lot of us on YouTube, because it's a very similar skill set.
Yeah, I'm so cynical. I figured I would, if I did it, I could be one of the good ones.
Well, you should say, I'm corrupt. I'm corruptible. I can fuck it up. And then say, oh shit.
I don't think I am corruptible though. That's part of the problem. Is I'd be more successful if I were more corruptible. But I'm not materialistic, and I really don't care about money, so they're not going to have that over me.
Lobbying is quite popular though in politics, isn't it? I think in America it's quite popular, lobbying.
Yeah, well,
So
you have to advocate for your position and persuade your representatives to do it your way instead of somebody else's way. And when you're in the meetings and you're like, there's, I don't know, 9 or 10 of you on the council, and you're trying to vote on an issue, you got to get votes from the other council members. It's like Survivor. Before you go to tribal council, you got to have as much votes on your side to get the result you want. So you need to be able to lobby your fellow politicians for their vote.
According to the Pew Research Center that you get your 17% from of trusting the government in the United States, the global average is actually 39 to 40, which is pretty high, actually.
Oh, was the 17% just for the U.S.?
That's just for Washington, yeah.
Well, yeah, I have so much admiration for and faith in our system.
I was trying to see if
so many times.
There's a different percentage between people that use the internet spaces like social media, Discord, StreamYards, YouTube panels, whatever, versus just average citizens. I would think that more people on the internet, I don't know. I think people on the internet are more
tuned in.
I don't know. I would say less trusting, but they're both sides on the internet, so I don't know. Is the internet a fair representation of everybody in the world, or is it a different representation?
No, I don't think so. I learned that from Twitter. Like, Twitter is not real life.
Yeah, so I think the internet is not a fair representation of everybody in the world, or a full, complete representation, because in real life, people are different for the majority.
I think there's people that this world, they know nothing about this world, and it's so remote from their ordinary life, and they're very refreshing to hang out with.
Mm-hmm. They're unique. They're something fresh.
Well, there's probably a lot of politicians now who are YouTubers who film themselves all the time, what they're doing and all that social media.
Well,
stuff.
here they use them on, like, when they're campaigning. You can go on YouTube and they'll do speeches, or they'll sit down for interviews, and they'll post them all on the channel, and you can hear their policy positions when you're trying to figure out who to vote for. I think that's a great use of YouTube. And all of the city council meetings here are put on YouTube. They're publicly broadcast. You can go watch any of them.
What's your plan for the rest of the summer or the rest of the year? Do you have anything that you're planning that's not doxing? Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to get more involved. I'm getting more involved with the political events down here. I want to get more involved with that podcast network. The problem I'm having is things move so slow here. Like, I'm ready to do 10 things by the end of the week, and they're lucky if they do 5 things by the end of the year. Their timeline and their pace is just out of sync with mine. So the minute I find a group that's just active and ready to go, that's what I want. A political
group that's active and ready to go, or a podcast?
Anything. It could be, like, right now the political ones are more interesting because they meet more regularly. Mm-hmm. But I would love to get this podcast network up and
so when it comes to looking for something to do, you can trust the regularity of these political gatherings.
But yeah, but then again, you run into exactly. You run into I love the engagement part. I don't love the sitting in the meeting, the Robert Rules of Order and the.
Can you just show up for like the good parts of it and leave for the bullshit?
I try to figure out where the good parts are and show up for that, and avoid the parts that I know my brain is not matched to.
And you could film it, Jeff. You could go to the meeting and film it live and talk.
I'm not sure what the rules about that are. I need to find out, though, because I want to use YouTube as much as I can.
Each venue would most likely have different house rules.
And I know here the local parties they get to make their own bylaws. So each district kind of gets to run it however they want. So one district may have a different rule than another district.
Are you going to, when it comes to court and politics, are you going to watch the Tyler Robson trial?
I don't plan to. It's pretty cut and dry as far as I'm concerned. I'm not usually into true crime or court trial stuff anyway.
This one might end up being pretty interesting. I'll definitely watch it. I'm curious to see what plays out on that one.
Good. You can update because
yeah, I'll give you the objective information.
If there's anything out of the ordinary, other than just a straightforward, he did it, here's the evidence, what's the sentence? But like all the Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson stuff, I'm not really into.
There's a lot of speculation happening, but they're showing actual court video now of a pre-trial stuff where they're like trying to figure out discovery stuff and what evidence is fair and this and that. And a lot of the evidence is falling apart. So it's getting interesting. It's falling apart to the point where they can't say, without a reasonable doubt. So, if that court, if he pleads not guilty and that court trial pans out the way it's kind of looking at the moment, I don't know if they're going to convict him.
Is it jury? Is it a trial by jury?
I believe it's jury. And I don't know what we'll get to see inside the courtroom, but I do believe that they're allowing this whole court case to be aired without seeing, like, you're not allowed to see the screen or the evidence. You can only look at certain parts of the courtroom or something. Like, it's weird rules, but the audio is allowed. I don't know. I found the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial rather entertaining.
I watched part of that because there was. Oh, go ahead.
In America, you're allowed. They film the court cases. In Europe, you're not allowed.
You're not allowed.
They used to do the little chalk sketches.
Drawings.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to video in every setting. This is a unique case. They allowed it, but they didn't have to. In fact, there's people not wanting it to happen. Whereas everybody else is like,
I have the same problem with court trials that I do with meetings. It's so procedural and slow and bureaucratic for me. I can't stick with it.
I mean, there's moments where it gets heated and it's exciting, but
I wish they would just like at the end of the day put out the highlights and for people to watch.
Oh, there are people that are. I mean, that's what someone's shtick is on YouTube.
Because I follow a few channels that go that do like review trials and stuff. I saw part of the Amber Heard Johnny Depp thing, and the YouTube comment, the chat room was way more interesting to me than any part of the video itself.
Dude, the comments for the Amber Heard trial are gold. Like, it was very entertaining. It was terrible court. It was a sad, what they're going through and their toxic relationship and what Hollywood life is like is sad to watch. But it's very entertaining to see the train wreck. These people that make all this money and it look like gods on Hollywood, they are fucked.
Yeah, they're not as good as you thought they would be. So that just shows you that rich people can be fucked too. Which is good for the poor people to know.
Is that good for poor people or just?
I think fuckedness is an individual trait, not
fuckness
demographic trait.
Yeah. How much?
And I think it's a spectrum
we put on ourselves. Say again.
The what? What'd you say?
I forget already. What did you say?
I also think it's a spectrum.
Oh, a spectrum of fuckness.
No, but it just makes me feel better that the rich people are suffering as well as the poor.
It makes you feel better that rich people. It makes you feel better that people are suffering. What does that mean?
It's justice. It satisfies his sense of justice because rich people are evil and messing up the world and doing wrong. So when one of them suffers, it's justice.
Rich does not equal salvation.
Well, for communists like him, it does.
It's when you read those tabloid magazines about all the bad things that happen to rich people, it just makes the poor people feel better that their lives are not as bad. You know what I mean?
But any poor person, if they wanted to, can get if being rich is that important to you, then go get rich. Poor people, there's nothing stopping a poor person from trying to get rich as well.
Well,
so I don't think poor people. I don't see them as victims, and I don't feel sorry for poor people. Like, oh, they're stuck in poverty. Poor things. Any one of them can choose at any moment to get out of poverty.
Well, it's harder.
They can try. Before. They can try. I'll give you that, but success is more complicated.
Yeah, I think it's harder now to become rich.
Things have to work out for them. They have to move in the right directions, not make mistakes, stuff like that. But they can try.
But what's stopping any of them from doing that? I mean, I'm in poverty myself, and I'm trying to get out. So, I don't feel like I'm a victim, or like anybody needs to feel sorry for me.
Yeah, that's fine. I just, if you had said, Sean, it makes me feel better when bad people are suffering, that would be a different statement. But just rich people, that's
kind of did, because I think
I'm just saying that you understand why people like watching the suffering, the Schadenfreude of powerful people, because they don't like them.
Yeah,
Like,
I think
eat
that's
the
just
rich.
resentment. I'm less impressed by that kind of resentment than I am about power and success.
Because
I
it's
admire
cheap.
achievement
that
more than I
case,
admire
I'm actually
petty
more sad
resentment.
for them than they deserved it. Well, one person deserved it more, but for the actor Johnny Depp, I'm sad for him, but also he kind of deserved it because he's a twat. I mean, he was an alcoholic. He didn't treat her well neither. He wasn't innocent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but she stayed with him. Like, I wouldn't stay with an alcoholic that mistreated me.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't feel like she's not a victim.
Well, they're both victims, but one is more of a victim than the other.
They're partners in crime.
Yeah, it's like mutual dysfunction, which happens all the time with couples. And I don't feel sorry. People that stay in dysfunction, I don't have a lot of sympathy for when they can easily go walk out and go find something more functional. So in my mind, they are choosing to remain in dysfunction because they have agency. And I have been in dysfunctional relationships, and I've done the same exact thing. I said, I don't want this. This is not healthy. This is not what I want from a relationship. And I walked out and found something better. So anybody can do it.
Imagine having alcoholic, drug addict monkeys in the jungle somewhere. Dysfunctional parents in the jungle. Probably are.
There probably are. Like Punch, I think the monkeys were mistreating Punch.
Who's Punch?
Punch the monkey.
There's a bad name for a monkey if they were punching him. Maybe they misunderstood the command from the guy. They're like, punch the monkey. And they're like, all right, we got it.
Don't name your monkey Punch.
Yeah,
you won't have that problem. Well, what you have going the rest of the day? Are you still doing your music stuff?
Me or Sean?
Yeah.
The music game?
Yeah, music anything.
No, they've been playing Codenames in that server for like 2 weeks straight. Like they go hard, bro. They're like, they fight and they get into it, and like they fight, but it's all entertainment bullshit fighting, but they get so into it. That's all that's been happening. I've held off on the music game because it kind of got overplayed, and I want to wait until it feels like it's fun again. But yeah, I've kind of backed out. I've been hanging out. I watched a lot of the FIFA World Cup. I was into that.
Oh,
a lot of upsets, a lot of surprise wins. I'll probably make some food, have some beers, probably just relax.
Food sounds good. I think that's what I'm gonna do too. Do y'all still do the you're gonna do something where y'all just like share music or listen to
that's a good idea. We have another music share night. I'll set up an event like that. For Thursday, I guess. Are you up for it? Or what's your
I'm always up.
No, you got the mage thing on Thursday, right?
I think it's Friday. Wednesday, I'm going to that meeting, but I have all my other evenings open. Although
I'll set it up for this Thursday because my family will still be away.
Yeah, I'll be around Thursday. Friday is the game, so I'll be around Thursday.
All right, guys, I'll let you go. Have a good day.
You as well, Sean. Have a good evening.
I'm happy to wrap it up here too. I don't really have much to say.
Okay.
What
I think we had a
you,
good
Jeff?
stream. No, I'm fine with that. We had a good stream.
All right. I'll work on setting up that music event and basically just if you ever want to do anything or hang out, just let me know. I'm kind of just keeping the server going, hanging out in VC and just being present. But if other projects or things want to happen, just let me know. I don't know what you're trying to get done.
I'm kind of doing the same thing, like just trying to keep mine going and waiting for something to happen. So
we can do like a server raid, or not like a raid, but like I can try to have an event where we just all come over to your server and hang out for a day. I can probably pull like 6 or 8 people for the day.
Yeah, that'd be good. I'm also trying to get more local people involved, like local activity. Like In fact, we tried to do something this weekend, but nothing really happened. But things like watch parties, games, the music stuff you talked about, we can do it in any of the servers. But if we rotate servers, then all the communities get the benefit of the growth.
Yeah. I haven't been able to really do watch parties well. Soccer kind of was different because it was the World Cup and people had interest in that specific thing. But like movies and stuff, the only one that I'm planning on doing is when the next Dune chapter comes out as a movie. I will have all of those and I'll do like a marathon.
Oh,
That's the only thing
I haven't
really
seen
have
any of them. Which one? How many? Which one are they on? The third?
They're on the fourth part, I think, and I think that's the final part. Or is it the third part? Maybe it's the third part. Sorry. It's been a while. They're spreading it out, but which means I think that's
because
good
I
news
might if I'm doing it with other people, I might stick with it. I tried to watch it by myself a few times, and I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah, that's just also the thing. Like the group is so kind of different in what they watch that it's hard to come up with a movie concept. But we will run another movie night. We can do it wherever.
And another thing I'd love to do a book club, but is like some kind of cultural or educational stuff. Like there's lots of great videos about philosophy and history and like arts and literature, that kind of stuff, that are entertaining but educational at the same time.
Right. It would come down to the host. Like if there's a member that really wanted to do that and present that, there's a bunch of guys that would be smoking and drinking and just hanging out and listening to like world history.
I think that's great. It's
chatter. That sounds
like
good, man.
it's like getting people interested in something a little more intellectual or cultural.
There sometimes it just comes down to someone having that spark, and it doesn't matter what the concept is. It's just they're there, just like this chat right now. You're there, you're hanging out. Whatever happens.
The spontaneity,
trying to keep the family from eating each other. You know, there's always I don't know what you're dealing with right now. Stress is a little high on my server, but
the what?
The group has gotten to a size where there's enough people that there's beef, and mitigating that beef is like a constant now.
Oh, you like it, the drama phase?
It's just certain individuals that cause a lot, and they're,
Is it intentional or personality conflict?
It's their personality, but their personality that makes it intentional. I don't know. I think the fair answer is personality. But then again, because of their personality, they instigate. So I don't know how to.
Because sometimes not all personalities mix, and it's sometimes you have to separate and let each personality have its own space.
Some personalities, bro, I don't know what they would mix with.
Yeah, there's those too. Those usually get filtered out or get kept out.
Yeah, but in one instance, the individual's being kept on because the owner of the server is kind of taking them on as a pet project to try and help them mature. And so everybody else in the leadership and group team is like just constantly trying to mitigate bullshit. And I don't know if it's helping or not. I really hope it is, because otherwise it's just a bunch of stress and bullshit that we dealt with for nothing. But yeah.
How does the community feel? Like, what do they want?
They feel stressed. So basically in any group, there's stress. If the stress is low, it's easy to maintain a group. If someone comes into the group that causes a lot of stress constantly, that makes the whole group stressed constantly over time. So it's just not fun. It's
and it doesn't matter if it's
that.
Just from their natural personality or if they're intentionally doing it. It's the fact that
it's their natural
for
personality.
Whatever reason, it's a stressor on the group.
It's saying things that are derogatory and like it's humor, but it's like very mean. And it's like, bro, if you want to like make fun of something, just make fun of yourself. Like it's a group is more happy to have someone in a group that's making fun of themselves for fun than to be randomly called out in a snarky, nasty way for humor.
So it sounds like it's like maybe one person.
It's one major stressor. But anyway, the group is large enough that the spider web of people and how they know each other and the problems they've had is just like gets the bigger the group, the more spider webs there are that cause problems. I enjoy it though.
And as long as everyone has as long as they have a space they can go to get away from the stress, like an alternative space.
I mean, just turn off the internet.
Gets too stressed, huh?
Oh. There's no. See, that's the thing. There's no secret club in this setup. Some servers have like VIP club access, and you can like go in certain rooms, and only you can be in there, and other people are left out.
Yeah.
In a small server, you might as well just kick the person that you don't want in, than to have a secret club space and they can just watch you be in there and not be a part of it.
Or not even a secret club, but just a second. Like when I was doing my Zooms during COVID, we had multiple breakout rooms. So if one person didn't like something in one room, they had other rooms to go to with other people.
There's multiple rooms.
And they could like walk around and find the one that fit what they were looking for.
I yes, the server has multiple rooms, but when you see people splinter off because they're frustrated, then it's still a problem.
It can be, but it's less of a group and community problem and more of an individual. Like these individuals are choosing not to be in this room with this person.
Yes.
Everyone has the right to do that. And that's just the consequence of that person. And it puts the locus back on the person himself and the people that are reacting to him instead of needing leadership.
It's its own politics, yeah. If you're somebody that knows that people left the chat to be somewhere else because of you, hopefully that means something.
Yeah, and it allows people to self-sort without needing a lot of intervention from management.
Yeah.
But if people are constantly self-sorting away from one certain person, then that person is just going to be left with less people to interact with. And that happened in my group. There were certain people that when they were in the room, people just found another room to go to.
Yeah.
That person was sitting in the room with one or two people, but
in small groups, it's hard.
Nothing needed to be done on my part.
If you have 4 people in a group and they split into 2 and 2, like that's sucks.
So these groups are small that you didn't.
These groups, our main crew sits around 3 to 4 people all day, and then certain times of the day it'll go up to like 12 or 15 or 20.
But the person is part of this 3 or 4.
Yes.
Little core.
And it's another another trait is like, I don't know if they're watching right now. They could be.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe if I'm telling accurate truth. Have you ever talked to somebody that had to let you know that they knew something or were able to do something better than what you had just been talking about or said?
Yeah.
That, whatever that is very taxing.
I usually ignore it.
It's taxing.
Like that kind of stuff rolls off of me though.
It's taxing if it happens too much for me. And I can't, as someone that's meant to be modding, I can't mute people and deafen them and stuff like that. Like I have to pay attention to everything that's coming out of everybody's mouth. And some people just make that job suck, dude. Like, why do you say that out loud? Why would you say something shitty to somebody just randomly for fun? Like, why would you do that?
There's plenty of people. You don't come from the troll side of YouTube though, so that might be more
I understand
than it is to me. But there are entire Discord servers on YouTube devoted to trolling, where they get together and they like, who can we go fuck with? Who can we go say this to? Hey, look, somebody's live. Let's all go to their channel. And people get off on that. They get a kick out of that. Those are your trolls if they're doing it intentionally. So you have a troll in your group. If they're not, it just could be their personality or their social awareness.
It's personality, social awareness. I guarantee it. They're innocent. I think they're good faith in how they're acting. I just think that how they naturally are is very taxing.
They just don't have people skills.
So I understand the project of trying to help them mature. It's just
I don't know if
it's just a lot of energy.
Yeah. I mean, in the spaces I work in, like the neurodivergent and mental health spaces, you get that a lot where somebody's just obnoxious. That's just their personality, and they don't have the ability to really be aware of how they're affected people. I just work around that.
But
But
we're telling
usually
this individual.
those people don't last long because, like I said, other people just self-sort away from them.
Right. Absolutely. I mean, it's a
But
situation.
it's rare
where
that one of those people will become part of a core, like your situation.
Yes. It's because it's rare that someone would become a pet project to become part of a core group to stress that group. So that's just kind of one of the dynamics that's happening right now. But it's still overall fun. It's fun to hang out with a group of people, and Codenames is fun to hang out and talk trash, and we've gotten pretty good. Like we've gotten pretty freaking good at that game. I didn't even realize all the strategies that we had come across over time just to continue to be more and more competitive with each other. And like,
I'd like to do another live version like we did here a few times.
Yeah, absolutely. That was with Chippy or something like that. Leggy.
Me, I think Moose was involved. Yeah.
Has he been around?
Leggy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still out there. He was in the chat earlier. Also, the pub crowd. What's going on with them?
I was just hung out with them last night. It's pretty quiet and laid back. Only about 4 members per pub for the last few weeks.
Oh.
The world has not really done anything like to talk about. There's a lot of things that are happening, but I don't find them to be very controversial in a sense that we can talk about them over and over again. Like the Ukraine war, that's talked out. The Iran war, that's talked out. I mean, everything that's happening.
What about the Chili's guy?
I don't know who the Chili's guy is, but I never really tried to talk about him.
Oh, well, there's.
I mean, now's our chance. But I think I'm good.
Spinning off. Huh?
So what's the deal with this guy? It's just some.
There's 2 cases in Louisiana, and they happen almost back to back. There's a librarian who got fired for refusing to use a pronoun, and like a week later, a guy from Chili's got fired for the same reason. And so there's 2 culture war cases now in Louisiana, and some people are obsessed with it.
Do you think so? It's going to go to court.
Oh, yeah. The librarian guy was a pastor, so he definitely plans to take it to court.
Hold on, I got someone calling me on a private call.
Okay,
I got to go, buddy.
You want to wrap up?
I'll talk to you later.
All right, care. Good seeing you. All right, I guess we'll wrap up. We have a Discord. Hit me up for an invite, Gen X Jeff, and hopefully we'll do more fun stuff back there. I'll be out tomorrow, same time, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific. Look for me then. In the meantime, come hang out with us at Discord. So, see you then.